Hello and welcome to Tales from the Dark Side, your Star Wars news and weekly comic recap presented by Renovision. There's only one comic to review this week, Halcyon Legacy, number 5. We've got your weekly Star Wars news and a top 10 ranking of our favorite legacy Star Wars novel. Also, the panel lists comics that they are tracking and looking to snag when the price is right. And stick around for trivia. Let's get it going, fellas.
All right. We got a lot of stuff going on. It's been a crazy week. I did not go to FlintCon for those people that are working, but hopefully I'm going to talk to Lo, and maybe we can have him on the tax show. He can review it. I was told on Saturday, 11 o'clock, do not go to this crappy con, and I decided to go fishing instead. I want to thank a couple people, too. We've got a new member, Tommy Longbox. I guess you can do it overseas. Star Wars Dark Side Sunday, best show on YouTube. Let's do this.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. S tier, Fat Club and Needle Mover. Peace, drink beers, and Ireland. All right, Tommy, we really do appreciate it. By the way, me and Pete were just talking about we're going to have like a little behind the scenes, like whatever talk thing with you guys in a little bit. We got a couple members. So that's really cool. Appreciate it. Also, we're pushing for 2,000. Make sure you sub your families. Make sure you sub your dogs. Make sure you sub everybody else.
95 away.
Ruben, first one in. Isn't it around time? Ruben hasn't been on the show for a little bit. I think it's getting around the time where he comes on, so we'll talk to him in a little bit and see what he has to say. Dusty says, Ruben is the first one on. Holy crud, I don't have any of my setup in. Very good.
No, I was going to say, you sound echoey.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. They are awesome. Who else do we have? Yes, let's see what Lopez has to say. I will not, absolutely not mention. That is, I appreciate everything you're saying here, but
Thank you for
as I said in a text message, because he's been text messaging me all day about this. Like,
well, that's why he's not going to say it. He's texting.
It's not even.
Because he already said it.
Well, okay, we'll see what happens.
Maybe it's out of his system.
Give me 1 sec. Like, get rid of the echoing real quickly. That's not better because I was muted. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll see where it ends up. We're gonna do a little bit of. I know Zaggy requested for novels, another round of novels. So we're gonna do novel legacy top 10 ranking.
Zaggy requested.
Good stuff. Ronnie, 1 for the mic, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready for Dom's rumors to flow. Masterpiece Marcos rants. But the real star of the show is Jedi Johnson busting rhymes. That was really good. Hey, gang. Hey, what has he got? Mr. Furious. What is going on with Joe's today? Mr. Furious. All right. Hey, gang. Happy Sunday. Fat Club emoji. Very good. If you want one of those emojis, feel free to join as a member of the. Is that how that works? I'm trying to plug memberships like I know how any of that works. Okay, good stuff. All right. Lopez is going to be mad when Plagueis isn't ranked first.
He might be. I don't know.
I think Waysinger's joining us. Oh, okay. BK. Well. I'm here to find out how much Kennedy paid him to silence me for 2 weeks. Whoever, I get this, but whoever silenced BK, next time if you do it, whichever mod did that, just let us know, man.
Wait.
They might not know.
Kennedy is paying us to silence people? How do I get in on this?
Yeah, I wish. That's not the truth, unfortunately. BK, it's great to have you back. Next time, like people apparently were trying to reach you on IG. Next time, if that happens to anybody here, any of our regulars, just hit us up. You know,
well, he tried to hit me on IG, but I don't look at my when we're doing this. I'm not looking at my phone until after.
Sith Rule, good to see you. Stop. Nice. S tier it is. Ed is saying hi for the algorithm. Good, Ed. Shannon,
what happened
to
nerds?
What's up?
I don't know. Ed usually hops in with hi nerds.
Yeah, but he's done the algorithm forever.
I know. I was getting used to the nerds welcome though.
Yeah, I get it. All right, Julien, bonjour to Very good.
Bonjour.
Chef, good to see you again. Chef, it's always good to follow. I want some of those wings that I was making the other day that looked really good sauce. Wayne's. Man, we got a lot of them. Happy Monday from Australia, guys. Love the show. Nice. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you very much. It's Monday already. Damn, that sucks. Sorry to hear you're already on your Monday.
It's only 3 hours away for us.
Yeah, I know, but it's 3 good hours. Zaggy, once again, thanks for the idea of doing more novel rankings. We appreciate it. I can't find you on IG. Yeah, Lopez was really disappointed he couldn't find you on IG. BK, Captain Jack, what's up? Hi, Nathan. Hi. Okay. Hi, nerds. Just for your solo shows. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ed. Thank you for clarifying. All right. Let's stop all that. Jedi. Wow, that's a lot of people to say hi to. So thank you very much for everybody in the comments.
Well, I do got one more thing. You reminded me when it popped in my head. I was chatting with Louis P, who is also
Louis P. Yeah,
he's saying how he's a Hot Toys collector. So I'm gonna try to get him to either record or take some pictures of his Hot Toys collection for us.
Oh, nice.
So we can.
I love Louis
because he collects all the Star Wars Hot Toys.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. He's gonna be our insider in the London thing.
All check it out.
All right, I gotta get the last couple in here real quickly. Mark, okay, fellas, I expect the show to at least 1 a.m. Eastern. I believe we are not going that late tonight.
No.
This is gonna be an early show. Okay, so supposedly always ready for Star Wars fact. Okay, Who else do we got? The best. Did you all see the C2? Oh boy. I don't know. That's a Tuesday. We might talk about that on Wednesday. I don't know. People need to.
We'll say that for Wednesday if it's still worth talking about.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth talking about at this point. Who cares? I mean, if you didn't think stuff was going on like that, like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like we've been telling you this for years.
There was some stuff would not.
Whatever. We'll get on. Dom, you're not Dom. It's 2. We're 6 minutes in. No rumors, no gossip. No, Dom, don't say no. I'm saying it's not allowed in the first 10 minutes. Okay. Jedi, get us through this. Come on, before he starts saying. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So he can lift his weight in comic book freight and can spot a 9.8 from across the state. It's Macho Man Marco. And on Monday mornings, his eyes will be red because Tales from the Dark Side kept him from his bed. And on Thursday morning, the patterns repeat as Tax Show Wednesday keeps him from his sheets. It's the visionary, Pete Renovision. And tonight we place upon the scales a half dozen or so legacy tales. He's read them all, or at least read many, we hope. Because most of us, we ain't read any. It's the guy behind the curtain, JJ Maxwell. He'll be joining us, I hope. The best thing about him is you never know just where your conversations are going to go. You start off on one thing and end on a new. And in between, you wonder what's rumor and what's true. He's our dark side fact checker. The great Tom Topher is here.
Well, I was reading the chat, and then I just heard you say Dom was the fact checker. Oh, okay.
Fact checker. You didn't know? All right, so I hear this guy's joining us, and he's a speed reading freak and Star Wars geek. Wayseeker Rune is going to join us again tonight, I think. And he may not be the chosen one. His metachlorian count too low. But the Coruscant girls thought he was fun because his lightsaber did more than glow. You know. It's me, Jedi Johnson, 22. Let's go.
No, let's not. All right. What are you doing today? All right, guys. Make sure you guys are checking out the unboxing show over there. At least give it a thumbs up. Give it a 2-minute watch. Do what you want. We might cut it up a little bit, make it faster. What else do we got? Let's just hey guys. Hey, Justin, good to see you. Guys, I get it. Everybody wants to talk about gossip, about whatever. Since we weren't there, I did have people at C2E2, but we weren't there. And even the people there said, dude, what? So, I mean, let's try to keep the chat a little bit clean tonight if we can with that type of nonsense. All right, cool. What do we got going off first? We got some news.
I suppose we could do the news.
Let's do a little bit of news.
Again, this is JJ's news, but JJ's not here yet. So we're going to run through JJ's news again.
JJ goes, I hope my internet's working tonight because legacy novels are going to be really interesting with just Marco if Wayseeker doesn't show up.
All right, we'll run the news. Where's the thing? No,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
JJ.
looking for.
There you go.
There you go.
Scared Jedi, like, what? I gotta cover the news. All right, so once again, we have the week in Star Wars. Most of these stories, actually, I think all of them but one that Marco threw in at the end, are all JJ's picks for stories. But I did read through most of the stories, so I think I
fact-checked the last one. I fact-checked the last one.
You did?
No.
No,
Go
okay.
ahead.
I kind of did. I kind of read through them this week. I didn't just throw them on here blindly. But first up, we do have Star Wars Padawan. The book we all talked about last week is a New York Times bestseller. It's on the bestseller list right now.
So aren't all Star Wars new novels when they release, aren't they all bestsellers?
Yeah, they're all on the bestseller. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
I don't know. Then yell at JJ.
No, I'm not trying to take anything away from this novel. I'm just saying I thought they
But
pretty much all were.
controversy makes things
I'm
happen.
not trying to talk. No, I'm not trying to say anything about New York Times bestseller list. But each week there's a shit ton of books that end up making the bestseller list. And I mean, let's just put it that way. There's a shit ton of books that make the bestseller list every single week. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, up next. Well, I read this too because I did this for $1 bin digging off of this idea that, yeah, Gwendolyn Christie wants Phasma to come back. And I don't know. I could see it.
I think there is. I mean, there's a lot of room there. Her novel was pretty good. One
That's
we
what I
passed
heard.
over last
The
week.
comic book series was good too. The
Yeah.
limited series, yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
If you want to hate her anymore, the comic book series was great. I mean, it just
No, I
really
like the
made
comic book series. It was good. It's just that
Perfect.
unfortunately they shit on the character.
I mean, if they do something like, I wouldn't mind. You know, we were talking about Ahsoka last week. I wouldn't mind if they did the one-off characters and gave them all like a little one spin-off. And you could do the Phasma story. It's like a little bit too close to Tarkin, I'd have to say, her story. Just wait a little bit too close to Tarkin. She get some Cardinal stuff in there.
Mad Max planet she was on that she was fighting that type of atmosphere where she was when she grew up. The planet.
Yeah, I mean that's in the Tarkin book too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's
okay.
part of Tarkinish fault. Type of like how she
Well, I
got.
mean, the comic made her out to she's just a backstabbing ladder climber in the comics, pretty much, isn't she?
I guess. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's kind of what both of them are.
When it doesn't work out, she blames everybody else.
Yeah, but did they give you? They didn't give you.
I haven't read the novel. Though.
They didn't give you the Cardinal aspect in the comics, though, right? Like the character Cardinal.
They talked about the Cardinal.
Yeah, but they didn't give it to you like they didn't give it to you like the novel does a lot in Cardinal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't know the novel.
Cardinal's a cool character too.
I like how
that's
she
what I
got
was
her
saying.
armor.
Yep.
Cool.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. But I don't like it. Like we just kind of covered. There would be room. There'd be room. I think it could be done.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
It's Star Wars. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
So, Andor trailer explores origins of familiar Star Wars heroes.
I can't wait
this
for
one I
this.
did not really read. I just kind of took it as, yeah, we're getting Andor soon.
No, yeah, they're talking about what's her name?
Mothma.
Yay.
Yeah, that's why I put the picture in there for her. So I figured that's one of the people they were referencing.
That's like the main person they're referencing there, which is like
I really can't wait for this. I think this is going to be a really surprising hit, and people are going to talk
don't
about
curse
it.
it. Just cross your fingers and say,
yeah,
we
I
hope
hope
this
I'm with Dom though. I'm hoping
I'm so hoping this will be good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
not
want
going to worry about it.
Like I said, my wife saw the trailer and she's excited for it. She's like, now I want to see this. So that makes me happy.
Yeah. See,
So
I'm with
Joe.
Dom with the excitement. There's nothing wrong with being excited.
Does Mon Mothma have like some sort of family lineage, like the tag? What are they? The tags and
This is like it's not as good as that. And this
Like
is the
the
other part.
Antica?
I don't think I hope they don't go heavy on her. I really hope they don't go that heavy on her because to be honest with you, does anybody give a shit?
Not
Well,
right
maybe
now.
they will. Maybe they'll do a good job.
She's been in like a bunch of fucking movies and shit. Nobody gives a shit. She's been around for fucking 50 years. Nobody gives a shit.
But they didn't
Today
give
is
us
not the day to give a shit. I want to see about Andor getting in there. Give us a little back with what's his name? The brother,
Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, Saul Guerrera?
Give us a little more Guerrera. Give us a little more Guerrera. And yeah, give us a little in depth. But like Ma is always like the one that like nobody gives a shit. Like she's just there. So we're gonna get a little backstory on her. Fine. I mean, there's 12 episodes. You give me like a little bit in 3 or 4 episodes, I'm okay with it. But please don't make like 5 episodes.
I brought this up on Friday, and Dom didn't buy into it. But if we're going to get Saul Guerrera, and this is right about the time where he has Jyn Erso under his care, you think we might see at least a little bit of Jyn as a teenager? But he did kind of shelter her from a lot of that. It was what I was telling Dom on Friday.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
That's the whole thing. Maybe a cameo.
Yeah, but even with that, like a Jyn Erso cameo is going to make you go, "This series is great." I just want a good series, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just
Star Wars. Make it Star Wars. That's what I want.
It will be.
I mean, it's going to be Star Wars.
I want the political aspect. What makes Star Wars too. That's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be no. Well, this is the problem. There's going to be no Force. You just said make it Star Wars, but there's going to be no Force and there's going to be no light source. So
I don't want that.
There's going to be no fucking wizards. So
I want political.
I don't
know. We'll see.
Dang it. No, that just went south quick. All right, next article, Pete, please.
You're not going to like this one. So, Taika Waititi's
This was off the shit site. Jedi's doing this again. This is off the Dom's favorite robot shit site. Robot shit site.
Yes, it's the extremely large cyborg, extremely large fracking cyborg. Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we got this one. Oh, unreliable source.
That's not the only unreliable thing they said this week. But go ahead.
But that's it. There's no more to read.
That's it?
Like, what do you want me to recap? What
was it? Wayseeker. Fucking Wayseeker went ham. Dude, did you guys see? Hey, real quickly. Sorry. Inside for everybody who's not following Wayseeker and who is not following who's not following Darth Lopez, you should have followed him. And this week, Darth Lopez put up some bullshit from that same site, and Wayseeker went, "That's the weakest shit I've ever read." Just fucking 86. And then Lopez is like, "Yeah, you're right. What the fuck am I gonna do?" He was hilarious. All right. Huh? Content. Yeah, it's content.
That's a problem. I can make stuff up too. You guys want me to start making up stuff?
No.
You want me to make up stuff? I have a lot of stuff.
You don't have to make up stuff, Dom. You've already combed the interwebs for everybody else.
Dude,
I know. Leftover. See, they jinxed. It even started getting jinxed at the end when he said make it Star Wars, and somebody goes, "You do know there's no Force and no lightsabers." Like, yeah, no space for
Jack, do you want me to make stuff up, but I can make a whole
story? No, go next.
I think we should. We should get back on the
next.
We
did it one time.
Make up one.
We did it one time, and the responses I got on that was not good.
Oh well,
not good.
2 rumors and 1 thing that Dom makes up. You got to find which one's made up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which one's the made up one? There you go.
But Dom, some of the stuff you say you think it's made up, and you think it's not made up. That's the problem.
Well, the point is, that's the point. All of it's made up, but one of them will be made up by Dom.
Oh, which one did Dom make up out of the made up
stuff?
Okay, maybe that would work.
Nah, I don't.
Dom would be like, "Did I dream that, or was it real?" Oh well, it must. I'll just go with real.
Ronnie, I can't put that up there.
All right,
go.
Next up. Well, why not have more of this guy?
Dominic Mulligan.
Who? Why? Does anybody care? Once again, does anybody care?
Yeah, from Lost.
Yeah. I don't really know.
He was a star. Wait, first off, was there any stars in Rise of Skywalker? Second off, he was the star of Rise of Skywalker.
Come on.
No,
wasn't it what's that little thing that turned R2D2 red-eyed? That's Babu the star.
Frick.
Babu Frick was the star of Rise of Skywalker.
I love Babu Frick. That's my favorite character from The Rise of Skywalker. More Babu Frick.
That's the problem with Rise of Skywalker, where that's your favorite character.
Hey, look.
I'm not telling you I wasn't entertained as well, but I'm saying that's the problem.
That was the best part.
That's character.
What did I just say? Yeah, Babu Frick. Let's bring back Babu Frick. No, we can't even call these rumors, though. They're not rumors. We got to call them what they are. People making shit up. Like, that's what... I don't rant about rumors. I rant about people making shit up.
Just imagine what my my YouTube site could be if I had a YouTube channel where I just made up rumors.
You could go try. There's already like 20 channels doing it. There's thousands of channels doing it.
I know, but look at that. Look at it, 450,000 likes.
No, there's only like 2 that...
there's only 2 that.
Yeah, plus you got to do that shit.
Be exhausting. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we got here? Oh, where's the headline? There it is.
Thank you, Rodney.
EA is just saying that despite what you might hear, that we might not be getting this game that early. There's rumors about things saying, well, the PlayStation store is showing a date of like March. And, like, it's supposed to be next year. That's all we really know, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
We don't know when next year.
How about this? Just do a good job on it. Okay, just do a good job on it. Please take your time. Do a good job on it.
Yeah.
I just don't want them to say it's going to be held up indefinitely because of all the BS that always comes out. You know, they always do this.
They didn't do it, because I don't think they've announced a date. It's other people guessing at a date, and they're trying to level set people's expectations because people start guessing at things and then
making rumors up.
Yeah, making stuff up. That's what happens, and then they start getting mad.
Oh, all right. Next up, I don't know what this is. I watched it, but I don't really understand what this is. But apparently, there's a fan-made Star Wars series.
It's really good.
Got a trailer, but I watched it and I'm like, okay, but I don't. Is that really all it is? It's just fan-made.
It's okay. Remember, Don, what's the one that you always liked?
The other one is the Disintegrations, the Boba Fett.
No Disintegrations. Yeah, it's like on that type of level of shit, dude. It's good, man.
And it's much better. These guys who do these shows should be working for Lucas because it's better than the actual TV shows.
I don't know, bro. Come on.
It's
dude,
a weird
that acting. Dude, some of the lines in that acting in that fucking thing were rough.
I know, but the No Disintegrations is actually better than the Book of Boba Fett, if you really think about it.
Well, that's not a high bar.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The only thing I know is that Dr. Afro's acting in that was it was below the.
I didn't like her acting.
The lows are really low. The highs are great. But
the boss was awesome.
Boss was awesome because of whatever they could do with their CGI is fucking up. Once again, they're only like 7, 10, 12 minutes long.
I like when you meet up with Boba Fett, you son of a clone. You're supposed to be doing the Dylan stuff, you son of a bitch. The whole Predator thing, which was really cool.
Anyway, EA and good job is they don't.
Thank you. I'm a national treasure. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to our next one. Star Wars: The Old Republic apparently adds a story update, some sort of patch. I don't know. I'm not playing this, so
I don't think anybody. There's not a lot of people playing it anymore. Unfortunately,
JJ might still be playing. He could have told us all about it.
He's not playing it anymore.
All right then.
What happened with Hunters? Star Wars Hunters. They postponed that, right?
They postponed that. Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, moving on. Oh, we are going to get a free comic coming up.
I have that in the thing. Good job. I have that in my comic review because it's on the FOC because that's what we do.
Thing. Okay. Marvel, they're going to have an Afra book along with a Spidey, I think a Moon Girl, a few comics for Trick or Treat Halloween Comic Fest.
It's a reprint of the number one for this series.
Yeah, the current.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's not a reprint. This is actually the third printing of this because everything. This is the third printing. This is technically the Halloween variant. So I have
it's
the Halloween variant. That's what it is now. This is the Halloween variant.
Okay,
we'll talk more about it in the FOC.
Why do they make it look like he's Chinese or Middle Eastern or something? Like not Middle Eastern,
Just Lucky.
American. What? Dr. Afra, the drawing.
Huh?
They make her. She doesn't look. She looks more like Native American and stuff like that. Look at the picture.
This is an old cover. This is like a cover from like 2 years ago.
I think I decided.
I know.
Anyway.
On Hunters was postponed to
in
2023.
Sandman news.
The book's still on. I think that's what he's asking. So that will be, at least the book's still on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just here because it's Mark Hamill. So there's basically talking about how Mark Hamill became involved with the Sandman series. And it's basically he was just a fan. He was a fan of the comics, just like a lot of the people they were able to get, like Patton Oswalt. And they just got him on board because, well, who wasn't a fan of the original Sandman run? Even if people didn't read it, they're fans of the original Sandman run because they've been told that they should be. Just like the Watchmen.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And our last story. This one's yours, Marco. So I will let you do this one.
Oh, yeah. So after the weeks and months of having to hear about how Slave Leia's been canceled, Star Wars fans now are complaining not that she's been canceled in the Lego show that just the Lego
lack of cleavage.
They complain that she doesn't. They're canceling her cleavage. Okay, so it's a big issue now. The cleavage has been removed. So all you pervs that like for some reason are trying to measure the cleavage, that's I think Dom got confused. They're not actually canceling Slave Leia. They are technically only canceling Slave Leia's fake cleavage on Lego minifigures.
So what you're saying is,
for video games that are made for kids. And for video games that are made for fucking kids. So there you go. We got to the bottom of it. I was kind of almost right with
this is even more disturbing. This is so maybe they're not canceling Slave Leia, but they're turning her into a prepubescent teenage girl. I mean,
what the fuck? It's a Lego minifigure for kids. What are you talking about?
Taking away.
What are you talking about?
Taking the wrong part from the story.
Dude, you're one of these people. Like, how old are you that you're calling Lego up and going, Lego, you removed the cleavage from fake Leia.
I'm just. This is the first time. This is the first time I've seen this. I'm calling anybody. I'm just calling it like I see it. Basically, this looks weird. It looks weird.
It's a Lego figure.
Okay, fine, but it looks.
You also
strange.
have 3PO in the back peeping like he's always doing.
Yeah, that's my man. That's my boy.
Pete, I give up.
Did you see the picture I sent you guys with Slave Leia? Leia's in the Slave One outfit.
The last thing I thought somebody was going to say is like, yeah, dude, down. They need to redraw that cleavage in there on the fit. Video game.
It looks weird. I'm just saying, it looks weird. That's all.
It's supposed. It's a Lego figure. It's.
All right. Apparently, I've said too much. I
don't know.
So the movie version
maybe Zaggy.
Yes, yes, Zaggy.
All the Lego minifigures actually have cleavage on it, Zaggy. It's just in the video game, the new video game that they released. Because Dom kept saying they're like completely erasing Slave Leia, which isn't the truth because it showed up in the video game. But let
me tell you, this doesn't show her justice in the movies. She got the capris on. Those are not friggin' bikini bottoms. Those are capris. Look at the capris.
This is a game for little kids.
I know.
Kids video game. What the fuck are we not understanding about that? It's for little fucking kids. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
That was the week in Star Wars.
That was supposed to go so different. Like, okay, we get it. We're making fun of ourselves. We shouldn't be old men complaining about little kitty things. No, completely.
Well, I guess my point. One of my point is what was wrong with what was wrong with it the way it was with a couple of
a little line.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares if it's not there? It's a fucking game for kids.
It looks a little weird. I'm just saying.
Oh my god! Hey Jedi, how many hours you put into that Lego game?
I've never played a Lego game in my life.
This is not for you, bro.
That's why I'm making a nonpartisan observation. I don't care one way or the other. I'm just saying this kind of looks.
Oh my god! All right,
be careful with the blocking, so we don't.
At least the Funko Pop. The Funko Pop has cleavage.
Yes, so does the actual Lego minifigure. All three of them has cleavage.
They took it away.
Those are the actual human being. But
the Switch for the little kids doesn't have it for little kids.
There's more human.
It's okay. It's a Lego video game.
I know it is.
Do they draw Han Solo's package for
They're
it?
up. The bots came in because we're talking about it.
They were triggered.
Yeah, well, you guys had to start begging for the Lego cleavage back. You pulled them out of the woodwork. All right, what do we want to do next? Well, we don't have JJ.
Something that doesn't involve boobies.
Apparently,
We're not doing the novels yet. Do we want to do the?
I'll do
the comic thing without JJ.
Yeah, I'll do comic review. All right,
one comic review. That's right. Do the comic review
real quickly. And we'll do the FOC and we'll do the other stuff to get you guys all on top of it. We'll talk about the Halloween too. So, Halcyon Legacy. We got a little bit of oh man, what am I doing? All right. So we start back off. Jack's trying to kiss people, shoot people. They put up a spy on the plane. We're finally getting to the end of this great story. And then all of a sudden, instead of hitting people, the pirate now can't hit people because Star Wars isn't allowing you to hit people anymore. We're canceling all hitting of people. So now we can only hit robots until somebody complains about that. So we get a little bit of robot hitting in there. They're doing that just
I
like
like
they're
this.
removing cleavage from Princess Leia because that's a thing, I guess. So here we
I
go.
like that one. I like that.
What's that?
I thought you already started, and then you went back to the other.
No,
thing.
I am. I'm in the third panel already where the pirate smacks the robot. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I just thought it was weird that in the first panel to my left, the guy does the classic. Well, it's a good thing you didn't check under my desk because, and he pulls out this gun, announces it to the whole room that I'm going to shoot you, only to be put on his butt. So.
Pew pew.
By the way, there's more outrage for Lego Princess Leia's cleavage being removed than Captain Jack Sparrow here putting on pants. Just want to reiterate that. Okay, next up.
Dusty.
I would have loved to have seen
Jack
old
has
school.
pants. He has pants. Let's all riot. Okay. It tells the story of these two. Actually, this is an interesting character because I didn't know this. It was kind of cool. They had like the little boss sneaking up on him. The guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get you a drink." Goes the wrong way. Boss has this great splash panel where he breaks away. I actually think this is probably one of the best boss.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was really cool. The coloring worked well with it. The orange in the background was really great. But Bosk, as Jedi says, gets his ass kicked by this other being. Bosk like, "I'll fuck you up. I kill Wookiees, whatever."
Easily.
His ass kicked. And then the little Elfie guy brings back the little sip for his. Is she the fiance yet? I couldn't understand that because they kept bouncing back and forth. I think she was about to be his fiance or cross-eyed lover.
Well, he thought, at least, we find out different later. He thought that she was, you're right. I think they were supposed to be married. She's supposed to be, he thinks she's terminally ill. Mm-hmm. So he's taking her on this trip, but he had to borrow money from the wrong people to make this trip happen.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Is he the Death Stick seller guy from Attack of the Clones? Because he looks like him.
It looks like him, right?
Same type of being.
Antenna?
Not because I think he ends up dying. Cross-eyed lover. Yeah. So they're drawing the picture. Everything's there. He's like, I gotta do things. Then Forlom comes in because he made a thing like, "Oh, all your buddies aren't here." Then Forlom shows up. Then Zuckuss. Oh, they do a flashback where they get in a fight. She's still alive. They tell you that she's gonna die. Obviously, she's still alive because they flash to the current time period. And then all of a sudden, the captain's jumping out and learning karate moves or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that line. It's a good thing our company spent all that money on self-defense lessons.
Yeah, right? So,
that's terrible.
Next up, we got... Oh, yeah. So then they go back and they're like, "Hey, look, you kidnapped this guy. He's trying to sell him to the First Order." The guy goes, "No, my niece gave me this little ship." He breaks it. He goes, "Oh, I'm in trouble now." That point, the Captain Jack point story was pointless. Was literally pointless.
So is this girl, the girl in the orange jacket, is she from, I'm pointing right at my camera.
Yeah.
The comic book.
Is she from like the Rebels, like one of the cartoons?
She was in the novel. She was on the novel, and then the cover of the Pride cover.
Stop. This is V More D. She is the girl she's the woman who's in Phasma, but she's also from Galaxy's Edge. She's one of the characters at Galaxy's Edge.
So she's not from the animated cartoon that everybody hates that I still haven't watched? Okay.
Resistance? No. She's from Galaxy's Edge. So then she did, as Dom was saying, she was on the cover, and then she's here now. And maybe they'll give more story on her. Maybe they won't.
I will say that guy must have borrowed a lot of money for the bounty to be high enough for every bounty hunter in the galaxy to go after him.
Yeah. I actually blanked out the page that it was, unfortunately, on that. But yep, so that was the end of that story. I actually thought the middle point was kind of good. He did get taken away. I really did that? Dang it. Yeah, I guess I did.
Did what?
Well, there was 2 pages here where it showed the rest of the story, what happened to him. He ended up getting to kiss her and then get taken away by Zuckuss and the rest of the bounty hunters. But either way, I mean, the story was probably the best out of the Halcyon Legacy stories, but it's the worst. I mean, the series.
But like you said, the ending was, to me, the ending was a little confusing. So the old grandpa was not the spy. The girl in this panel was.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
His granddaughter had the spy stuff, and she gave it to V More D. And Dom, here's your part. V More D, this is V More D. This is her
first appearance.
There you go, Dom. All right.
Well,
damn it.
Look,
I was hoping.
We were.
I was hoping Dom would say cleavage. I was hoping he would say cleavage.
We're trying to lead him up to do it. Instead of at the beginning, we could get. Yeah, okay, there you go. So she was on a cover before. Here it is. She's from Galaxy's Edge. She's one of the Resistance fighters that's in the live thing when you go to Florida to the Galaxy Edge Park. That's where she's from. She also does. She gets mentioned in Alliance, and she gets mentioned in. She's in the the Phasma book, which linked up.
Is she also in? She wasn't in the other. Was the novels? The
Phasma novel. Yeah,
not the Phasma novel, but also wasn't she in something else too?
No, you're thinking about Alphabet Squad, and that's not the same girl.
No. Okay.
No, that's not the same girl as that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with the mohawk.
Not the same girl as the Alphabet Squad.
No. I know that's the same girl, but I thought she was in something else. All right.
Am I wrong with that, JJ? She was just in. She's Galaxy Edge. Was she even in the Galaxy Edge? Like, what was the one where they were? No, I don't think she was in that book either. I think she was only in.
I only remember her from Phasma.
Yeah, Phasma. Mm-hmm.
Hey, good to see you, JJ. For the second week in a row, you have created controversy in your news segments and not been around to.
No, that was Marco's fault.
No, that was my fault. I
That
put
was
in
Marco's.
the
story.
slave Leia because people were losing their mind over.
Oh, Marco did that. Okay.
Then we had two people. Then we had two people in this group of four of us who lost their mind that she didn't have cleavage in the Lego game. So, I thought she was in Black Sphere too. She might have been in Black Sphere. That's what I was thinking of, but I wasn't 100% sure. Thank you, Wayseeker. All right, next week they're coming out with the TPB for Star Wars Rebels. I usually don't do trade paperbacks, but since this is the first Dark Horse product coming out, some people are looking forward to it.
Is that the same one that they gave away?
Yeah, that's the same one that you get one for store. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's just a collection of stories that we've already owned. Next week, also for Marvel, we get Bounty Hunters.
First
Reva
First appearance of the cover.
Hold Jedi. Stop.
What?
We also get a Bounty Hunter cover with Reva on it, and then we get another cover with. Go ahead, Dom. What's big about the Reva cover?
First appearance.
Okay,
I've been hanging out with Dom too much. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do Reva covers. All right, then Han Solo and Chewbacca has got the finale. I actually really love the variant cover on this of the Marshal. We haven't seen the Marshal's face either, have we? Not yet. Maybe we'll see the Marshal's face. That could be cool.
Well,
all right.
That's kind of a Raylan Givens pose there on that third cover.
That's what I was thinking.
You got that hit
thing.
I like it. You don't like that?
It's very Justified-esque.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying.
I like it. Yeah, I think it's dope out of the three covers, so I'll be picking that one up. All right. Then FOC. Oh man, we have Crimson Dawn, Star Wars.
Oof. What's with the headgear?
Filler story.
That's
right. We got Leia Organa Choose Your Destiny training cover. That's the first appearance of Leia Organa in her training outfit.
Well, and there's also a Rise of Skywalker cover appearance because think about it, they have no Rise of Skywalker. They've been adding Rise of Skywalker covers because they don't have a story of Rise of Skywalker. Marvel.
Is that what her lightsaber looks like? It looks a lot like Ben's.
That's such
Yeah,
cool.
actually, it's kind of orangish hue, but yeah.
Okay.
New Gunray is the other.
Yeah, I couldn't live without my Newt Gunray
This
action
is
figure.
getting
cover.
out of hand. Now there's two of them.
Thank you.
What's better than a Newt Gunray action figure?
Thank you,
A picture of a Newt Gunray action figure.
Okay. And then for FOC, we have the Trick or Treat, Trick or Read variant of Dr. Avra. This is actually is this the second print or the third print? I think this is the third print Halloween variant for all you people out there collecting Halloween third print variants, all you variant collectors. This is going to be extra
Why is it always Afra?
Low, high run. What?
Why is it always Afra?
I don't know.
Halloween things. It's weird.
Any first appearances, Dom, in this thing?
Oh, they did the Boba Fett Halloween one.
Yeah, the three people on the side and that right there. And look,
there
there's
there actually is. There's first appearances. In
yeah. Well,
but
who that is?
Yeah, so not really.
Yeah, I mean, that's what. So I think this is the third print for those people that like to do prints. For everybody else, it's just a reprint of Dr. Aphra 1. I think the 2021 series, right? It was 2021 to begin.
Wasn't the 2020, 21 books like very limited because of the pandemic, so not many came out, or there's a lot still?
I don't think so.
No,
one of these books out there. Shit ton.
Okay.
No cleavage, he says. And Dom, for some reason, thought this didn't look like Aphra. I think it looks like Aphra.
I don't know. She looks She looks like she's like
Wasn't there 2 covers to this? book,
Lilo
too?
and Stitch.
They've drawn
Look like the
they've
sister.
drawn Afra to look
It was
so
125.
differently since her
Yeah,
introduction
just like
to
he's
the
first. Yeah,
universe.
it's not just Lucky though. There's somebody else in there. That
Her
doesn't
first
matter.
appearance on Vader 3, that cover, she looks the best, the way they drew her.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's it. Okay, Wayseeker, you want to make your way?
We want to do books, or we want to do
Oh,
comics?
no, we'll do our comics. We'll do our comics, and then Wayseeker can come in after that. JJ, was there anything you'd like to add to news that we missed?
Well, I don't know what you went over because I wasn't here.
Everything you gave me.
Everything you gave us. Was there anything important in it?
No. Probably
Is there going to be a
It was pretty
chase
lightweight.
version of Leia? Never mind.
That's Marcos.
No.
yeah,
I'm
that's
never
right.
putting anything in the news again. Oh my god. Okay.
All righty then. I think this is it. I'm kind of using a similar deck to the 5 and 5, but we're not doing 5 and 5. We're gonna do something new. And oh wait, I made a thing. I'm gonna run the thing. So this is our bounty hunter list for the comics that we are all on the hunt for. We got our
It
Hollow
wasn't
Pucks.
just Zuckus. It was a ton of them. Go ahead.
So these are the books we are all personally keeping an eye on and tracking. These are books that we all want to add to our own collections. And we'll give you a little bit of the market and also tell you what our price point, what our target price will be for all of these books. We're all going to do one. Jedi, I think you're going to bat lead off for us when we start with our first installment of the comic bounty list. So I'm going to leave it to you, Jedi, to tell us all about your first wanted book.
Believe it or not, this is on my watch list. It's a 1 in 300. I forget the artist already, but
Joe Quesada.
yeah. So I've been watching this one. The prices are, I think the prices, they seem to be coming down on this one. Not down to where I'm ready to pull the trigger yet. You got any more?
I do. Yes,
pop-ups?
right here they're
Okay.
coming.
All right. So I think the high sale earlier, the high sale in the last couple of months for a 9.8, I think was a 9.8 was $700, just under $800. I think the most current sale was the average sale. Again, we're looking at about 9.8s. Or is this average sale or the average?
This is the
asking
average
price?
sale price you gave me.
Okay.
How can
I think this is actually the average asking price right now. Is
Asking price. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then the most recent sale I gave you, I think, was around $550 or $600. I don't know.
Okay, so I didn't put that one in.
You didn't bring that in. Okay. So yeah, so the high sale about a little under $800. Average asking price right now is about $1160 or $1165. But there's some high asking prices. There's some low asking prices. I think right now there's an asking price out there for around $600 or $700 for a 9.8. My target price is about $450. About a month or so ago, it wasn't eBay. There was another selling app out there that had a 9.8 of this at $450. I almost pulled the trigger. I didn't because
Akari?
I just spent a lot of money on that Star Wars Weekly UK first Boba Fett that I bought a while back. So I didn't buy this because I just spent the money on that, but I kind of wish I had. If it ever gets down this low again, I will buy it. Again, a 9.8 is what I'm looking for.
A 9. I didn't know you were targeting a 9.8. Otherwise, I'd have put that in there. I thought this might have been raw. I mean, it's a 1 in 300.
Because
wouldn't have been surprised by the prices.
Well,
This was raw
9.8.
prices.
there are some raw
That's not
copies
too
that
bad.
they're asking. Oh, go ahead, JJ.
I was gonna say for a 9.8 that doesn't seem that high. Like
No.
of a 1 in 300.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I should have. I'm kind of. I should have bought it. I should have just made the money. Got the money somewhere. Sold a kidney. Sold some blood. Something.
Yeah.
Well, listen, keep looking because the prices are all over the place with this book too.
Yeah, the prices are. Dom's right. The prices are kind of all over the place with this one. Some people are demanding a premium for a 9.8, but like I said, I think if my memory serves, there is a 9.8 on eBay right now for $600 or $700. I could be wrong, but there are also people asking for 4 digits, 1,000 plus for raw copies of this too. So
Yeah.
it's kind of all over the place.
I also like the color version, which is the lower incentive.
Yeah, I like the color version.
Yeah,
better.
color version is
200,
1 in
but I like
100.
the
I
color
think.
version.
Yep, 1/100.
You gotta hope that these characters don't make appearances live action again, because then these books will go up because they're hard to find, and people are holding on. A lot of people are holding on to them. If you,
Really, I don't think we're gonna get a BB-8 rush because
Yeah.
we see BB-8 again.
well, you might get a Ray again. Maybe down the road.
Maybe.
Do you think that's going to make a difference on this book? I don't think it's going to make a difference on this book at all.
I don't.
Not this one in particular.
There's other ones. There's other books for Ray on the cover that
All right.
I actually like.
All right. Well, I think next
So
up, I went with the order you guys gave me picks. So up next we have JJ with his book that he's keeping tabs on, and I'll turn it to you.
So I really wasn't like. I was kind of scrounging for what I was watching because I'm not watching that much right now.
Mhm.
But this has just been on my list for a while, just because it's one of those Dark Horse variants. For those who don't know, forever I've been trying to collect all the Dark Horse variants. I think it was a 1 in 5. I'm pretty sure
Yep.
this is a 1 in 5.
1 in
as well.
5.
Only a 1 in 5, but they're still hard.
Yeah, they're still hard to find. Well, they're not really hard to find, but they're expensive to find.
It's
yeah.
hard to find cheap.
Yeah.
So this is a direct sale,
Especially-
JJ. That's what you're after. This is only in direct sale. There's no newsstand of this.
No,
Oh,
this
for the
is the
incentives? I
variant,
don't think so. No.
I don't-
It's
I
the
don't know
variant.
if
Yeah,
this
it's a 1 in
Okay,
5 variant.
That's what I thought.
1 in
That's
5,
what I thought.
like incentive variant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I've seen it go raw. These are raw prices, not 98 prices. For about 125 is about like the high sale. The average is around 80ish. So I want it cheaper.
Mhm.
Like my target price was, I think, what did I say, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like probably the most I would pay for it.
That's fair for 1 in 5 for a hard to
Yeah.
find variant. It's a fair price, but you catching it for that might still be tough.
It's
Like
not,
you said,
I think it is a
these
first
things are
appearance.
to find cheap.
First appearance of John Travolta as a it does look,
He kind of does look like his Battlefield Earth
Oh,
character.
it's a Battlefield Earth-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is technically a first appearance too, but that's really not the thing for me. Like, I just want it kind of as a piece to the puzzle for those Dark Horse variants. So
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, then up next we will turn it to Dom with. Can you guys guess what comic book Dom picked?
I know.
I know too. I think every.
There
I'm
it is.
shocked.
Shocked. Well, like I have the newsstand. I need a direct.
Yeah, I'm shocked you don't have it. That's what
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
because
I don't
it's
have it either.
cheaper.
It's much cheaper, but it's still up there. A 9.8 is still up there in price. I think the high price looking at this 9.8 was six. Was it? It was
26.
26.
So you have a 9.8 in the newsstand?
No, I have a 9.6 in the newsstand.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm still trying to find that too. I'll find either or 9.6 or a 9.8. But
Yeah.
if I can find a 9.8 for the price of a 9.6, like a cheap,
Yeah.
I would
To
definitely
be
pick it
fair,
up.
Dom, you gave me the average price is 11. This was the last sale was 11.50.
Okay,
The average is
11.50.
closer to like 15, 16.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. I'm sorry about
But-
that.
It doesn't matter. I'm just clarifying. So if anybody wants to question our numbers,
Well, the whole fact is that this book was at the peak of it at high because of the book of Boba Fett coming out. It took off, and this a 9.8 was close to $3,000. Was
Mhm.
maybe about $3,000, $3,200 because the newsstand was about $5,000, almost $5,000
Yeah.
at one time. But the prices are leveling off. If I can
There is, Joe.
find the copy like between 9 and 9.50, I might pull the trigger. Just
There's your
because
target.
it's going to go up again.
Well, I think it has a two-part problem with it, and we might see some deflation in it, so you might be able to hit your target goal. Part of the problem was Star Wars books at the time; people were actually going after them, so that upped it. And then you had the Book of Fett at the top of that. I mean, plus it's a pretty popular character. so.
they're just waving this around.
What's that? JJ just waved around for him. Is it 9.8, JJ?
I don't know. It would grade pretty high. It's not graded.
Yeah, mine's not good. Mine's only
Nice
mid
copy.
grade though.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if he comes back strong, it's going to probably go back up again. You know,
I don't know.
no.
No, I don't think it'll
People will start
go.
buying again. People will start
Maybe.
buying again. They do
Yeah,
it
but
all the time.
how far? I don't think we're going to see the huge spikes like we saw when
Joe
people.
Doolin has a question you should be able to answer, Marco.
What? Yes, I said yes.
Be more news.
Yes. I said yes.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry.
Answer is yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, the direct was less when the newsstands were out, so the direct should be worth more than the newsstand if you really think about it. But
It's not, because people
They
are
never are.
brainwashed into believing that
I know, believe in
newsstand
newsstand
is more expensive.
exactly.
Yep. So I mean,
no matter
yeah.
what year it came out.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty close, but yes, the answer is yes. All right. Next
That
up.
was Dom's target price. Marco, you are up next with your book.
All right, so I went with an easy book because I started. One was kind of easier, but this book, believe it or not, I don't have anymore.
Me either.
Yeah.
You sold
I need
it?
to get it. I still need it.
Well, this is why. Okay, so this is kind of a tricky book, and it was hard because there's not a lot of. This is why I did. I sold it to a friend. I didn't sell it to him. I gave it to him because the copy I had wasn't in 9.8, and at the time when this book came out, it pre-screened. It didn't pre-screen for 9.8, so I was like, don't really care about it anymore. Don't want it. Plus, I had gotten it cheap, so I kind of just gave it to him for what I got it and called it a day, figuring I'd find one in a 9.8. And I didn't realize how popular because this book was popular back in the day. Like it's
when
always
it
been
came out,
pretty popular.
That's why I sold mine too.
Yeah,
I picked it up for $30. It's a 1 in 50.
Yeah,
I sold it for 80 the week it came out, thinking, all right, I just made.
Yeah, I was around the
$50
same way. I
more
think I
than
picked it up for half ratio. I think I picked it up for $25, and I was like, And I was like, I pre-screened it because I wanted it in 9.8 because there's only certain books I actually really care about in like the Thaumatina cover, a couple of them, but all the Star Wars books I care about, I have in 9.8, especially the moderns. So I was hoping to get this in 9.8, and it got rejected pre-screen. So then I was like, I'll get another one. And then I never got another one because then the prices went up, and then it went up again, and then it was hard to find, and then it was hard to find because nobody was selling them, and then now it's up again. So
it's actually down a little bit.
Yeah. But the 9.8s are still like, I know this is for the raw 135. The 9.8s are still about $425, $450.
Yes.
So
and the asking right now is about $700.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is crazy. And that's way above what I want to pay for it.
But the actual sold high in the last 3 months is down.
Yeah, it's down. But even with that, because you're going to show the average too.
Yeah.
It's about $100.
Yeah.
There was a book that sold. There was an outlining book that sold for 45-ish plus shipping. So it's like $50, which kind of is where I want to be on this book. But the problem with it was when I looked at it, it didn't look near mint.
Yeah, it's probably damaged.
I mean, it didn't look 9.8 near mint. It looked the same thing I had, 9.6, 9.4. So I was like, I don't know, man. I don't want to take that gamble. I kind of want to see it in person, but around $50 for a raw, and probably about half of what they're going for.
You're still dreaming.
You would have paid under ratio?
Absolutely. I'm patient though. I'm the.
I gotta say, this was from the good old days when you could get a Star Wars release under ratio.
You have to have faith. I'm so patient, dude. I'll outlast them all. I'm guaranteed one day I'm going to buy a collection, and this thing's going to be in the collection, and it's going to be 9.8, never touched, and the collection's going to pay for it. So I don't think 40 is out of the realm. The difference is I don't have trigger, I don't have to buy it. I've already taken. This is in 2016. It's been 6 years already. I can wait another 6 years to get it.
This was the second volume.
Don't matter to me.
The second volume of Vader.
Yeah. See, look at BK.
All right. Well, we got one more, and that one more is my pick. And if you guys watched the recap of my wish list, I obviously picked a Star Wars book that's still on my wish list because I'm still looking. Darth Maul 2, the David Aja variant. It got super pricey because of Cad Bane. Goddamn Cad Bane. I just want it for this cover. I'm not buying it because I want it for the Cad Bane first. I just want this cover.
Yeah.
And I want it in my collection. And I don't want a foreign version. Before anybody tells me, well, there's a Lamole or some Panini, I don't give a shit. I don't want a foreign version. I want this original version in my collection.
I have one copy. I have my copy. I think it's a 9.6. I'm not going to say 9.8.
I don't usually shop for graded copies, so I don't care too much. So that's why I'm going with the raw prices, like the guesses here. Hit about a high of $500. It was actually a best offer on 500, so they probably took a little bit less on a raw. The last one the average between them, it's about $300 for raw right now. I am targeting. Am I being even generous with this? I might go up to 200 for this. I'd rather hit it between 1 and 2, and it'd be like, well, it's damaged. I mean, just you guys saw. I bought that Neff box Afra with damage on it because
and now you have it, and it's a new collection.
Now I have it. I don't care. It's mine. I'm not getting it for resale. So
You just built your personal collection up.
exactly.
Oh, hey, by the way, you had that book. Yeah, Darth, I appreciate that too, and we're friends, but don't send me books. I mean, I like hunting them, and like, I mean, no other content creators might beg people for books and DMs and stuff, but we don't do that here. So, all right.
Yeah, we'll find them.
Wait, how do you know he was talking to you?
Hmm?
Maybe he's
Oh
talking
no,
to
I
one
see
of
the
us.
DMs where there's somebody begging people for book. Like, we'll get it.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
am possibly negotiating with Styx on another book on my wish list. We'll see.
Oh, nice.
See if I can
screwed
afford
this
it
one
because it's
up.
going to be too expensive. It's going to be a pricey book.
I had a
I
chance
have
to buy
it.
all the mall incentives for this whole 5-issue run for like $320, and
Oh,
I was like, that seems kind of high. Let me make a best offer of like $275, and then it sold like 20 minutes later for the full amount.
So
I got greedy.
that book I have someplace, but it's definitely not 9.8 because you know how sometimes you come in and you put your books like on a higher shelf so the kids can't get to them. Well, I had done that, and then at the time, my wife went to go dust on the higher shelf and dusted that fucker right
oh
off.
boy.
But it didn't matter at that time because it wasn't that popular of a book. So I was like, yeah,
but
into
now
some.
if Cad Bane comes back in something else in the book, it might
Cad
have
Bane's
someone-
true.
I mean, I would assume Cad Bane.
Well, in like something before Book of Boba Fett, like one of the shows prior, like because he's around past the Clone Wars. So.
BK's hatred
It hasn't even past an hour yet. Okay.
BK's hatred for your comic collecting burns like 1,000 suns.
Jeez. All right.
All right. Anyway, welcome back, Wayseeker. Sorry, we
Hey,
were
good to be
talking
here.
about comics.
Yeah. Good to have you back, Wayseeker. All right, so we brought Wayseeker back in because we are going to be reviewing novels that are legacy novels, and that's a hard sell and sell. By the way, tell us how you guys like that, because we're going to run this thing where we talk about books that we're hunting for the next 3 weeks. So hopefully you guys like that part because we're going to do it. And
Keep running it for a little bit
after
longer.
3 weeks, we'll stop doing it, but maybe we'll put that in with the 5 and 5. So either way,
we do 5 and 5 every week. It's just not the Star Wars market isn't as expansive as every other market. So I don't want to keep talking about the same comic books every week because there's nothing going on to change up like what people are buying. So that's boring to me. So I think we needed this. We needed this, I think.
Yeah, I think it's good. So we're gonna do that for the next 3 weeks. I hope it works. I hope we'll make it a little bit smoother. Maybe clip it out too. Wayseeker's here though because maybe we should just do this. We're gonna do this one here, this one here, this one here.
Yeah,
legacy books.
Dom's read some of these books, right?
I read
Dom
some of the
did.
books back
Dom
in the day, but I forgot. I'll be
Dom
honest
will
with
go
you.
right there. Jedi.
Some of them.
Jedi's gonna go eat dinner.
Jedi's gonna go eat.
Well, you can do that, but we've got to put the thing up here anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So
so here
put
we
me
go.
down here in the bottom. So when you put up
Okay,
viewer
yeah,
comments, I don't care if you block me.
There we go. All right.
Put me at the top.
So there's a couple that I'm going to put out there too because I'll be honest with you. I didn't read all of the books here, and I'll start off with this one right here. I did not read the whole Republic Commando series. JJ.
So I don't even remember 5 of them. I remember 4.
I
And I remember them like kind
one
of
of
like
these books.
yeah. Well,
I think I saw a cover for one book one time.
like the one thing I remember is so they kind of like cut it off. Like I think it was actually supposed to go for a longer series, and they
Then
stopped.
5?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
supposed to, they just canceled it right after the 5th book.
Yeah.
What?
I
They're
only
trying to do
remember
Game
4,
of Thrones?
but-
Harry Potter?
No, yeah, it was basically like it was like canceling a TV show in the middle of the season.
Oh, okay.
It never
they
got
didn't
an
finish
ending,
the
really.
story they were building towards.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they were good books though. For those unfamiliar, it is a video game, or originally a video game, I guess. But yeah, it was a good series.
Let's see if anybody in the chat has read these to start throwing us some grades too, because I got nothing for you.
Cool covers though.
I mean, I'm curious, but
The game was great.
Yeah,
I like the game a lot.
It was basically, I mean, it was essentially. Actually, I think one of them actually played out a mission of the game, but had been Hard Contact. I think.
I just have one question. Was Thrawn in this?
No, I don't
No.
believe so.
Then I have no opinion.
Then you're probably gonna put it in 1.
Well, we'll get some Thrawn books. There are some Thrawn books on the
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, I at the last minute while I was going over this list, there's that one, the spaceship where the commandos were all dead and so were the troopers and they turned into zombies. I think we should have substituted that one out.
I like that book.
I didn't like. I mean, there were so many you could put on this list.
Right.
But, like even
Death
like,
Trooper.
we were going for that last suggestion, and like there's like Labyrinth of Evil would have been a good one. Like there's a lot.
All right, let's put it in 10. Let's put it in 10 and see where we go.
It's probably this one's probably
Julian
not
said
going to end up in the
6.
final list.
Yeah, we got a 6. Julia says 6.
All right, 6 it is.
They weren't bad books.
But I think the laughing face might mean it's a joke.
I think so. I mean, anytime a series doesn't conclude, that's. I was really
That's kinda
surprised to see
nervous.
this in your list when Marco sent it to me. So
Yeah, I was surprised.
Well, this list. Okay, so caveat: this list was like, hey, we need a list on Saturday morning. So nobody else was tossing out
Nobody
lists. So
but
I tossed
JJ
out
threw out options.
9 random books that I can remember that were pretty decent. So that was about. The list.
there's some omissions that I thought of when I saw this list.
Oh yeah, there's.
I probably should have added it in, but I was out on the boat instead, so I didn't.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Marco was a huge help with this.
Marco's,
list.
Marco's really into the Star Wars right now.
I finally,
Only one other person in the group read Star Wars Legend novels, and I got about 0 contribution.
yeah, I gave zero until like an hour before the show. I was like, "Yo, can we throw like 5 of these books in here?" But whatever, I have to take kids fishing, so I put it in 10 for right now.
Yeah, this definitely needs to be a 10.
He's either laughing at that or the idiot that showed up to a Star Wars show and's like, "I'm going to be back when they're done talking Star Wars." Like, dude, you got to be the dumbest human being in the world. Yeah.
Okay.
Literally,
I guess I'll be back on Wednesday.
Star Wars comic. That's the first 3 words that are in the title. Like, did you? Sorry, whoever you are.
And the name of the show is Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, Tales from the Dark Side.
Kinda-
Okay, good luck with that. All right, next
maybe they
up.
wanted more horror stuff. Maybe they thought it was that.
Yeah.
VHS horror tapes. Is that what we're talking about?
Okay, so this is a very controversial, I'll say, book because they're series, Coruscant Nights, and this is why. Well, first off, one of these books sucks.
Is this anything like Baywatch Nights?
Remember that?
Okay, so I know why JJ put this on here because Dom does it all the time too. I do it a lot too. We always talk about like, what if they had the underworld after Order 66? And we got to see that JJ's nodding his head, and we got to see what happened then, right? Like that's kind of, that's kind of what these books were, but they made this guy a PI. The second book is about like cross lovers, and they found like, oh, that one was terrible.
It's
Third book was really good.
It's typical trilogy in that like first book is good. First book is actually a really good.
It was okay. It wasn't really it wasn't really good. It was good.
In my opinion, it was a pretty good book, but I mean, it does drop in the third, and then it comes back in the third one, and is pretty good. So
I think the third book out of these is the best. So in the third book, okay, this is the other part. The first book, like didn't make sense too because in Clone Wars, the characters, the master in Clone Wars is alive. He's dead in this. Like he's alive in this book. He's dead because it was Evan, whatever that guy is. You know, the guy with the ear and one eye. That guy. You know what I'm talking about? What's his name? Is it Evan? Ivan? Somebody help me here. Wayseeker? Anybody? It's the guy with
one ear, one eye. What are you
mask.
talking
He was
about?
being tortured in Clone Wars. Remember they had him down in the thing. He's being tortured. He's got like
the guy with the ears.
with the ears. Yeah, that guy. What's his name? Evan?
Evan PL or whatever.
Evan P.O. I told you his name's Evan. Why is everybody laughing at me fucking Evan?
Because nobody believes you. Whenever you have a name, I was like,
I
"Oh,
assume you're pronouncing things incorrectly.
Yeah, exactly. So when you say one right, we're thrown off.
Guy's name's fucking Evan. He looks weird as shit. His name's Evan. Okay. So Evan's alive, even though he's dead. Like, even though, like, in Clone Wars, they have him tortured and dead, and he's only got one eye. In this book, in the first book, he's alive after Order 66 and has both eyes, which is kind of weird, but pretty good book. Pretty good first book. Second book, like I said, was really crap. Third book, though, he's got like a whole crew down there. They're doing a good job, and they're being hunted by the Inquisitors, like the first version of the Darth Vader's Inquisitors, not the ones we know now, but the first version. And I gotta say, the second version's kind of a little bit better than the first version.
When it ties into one other book we have here in a way. Like a family legacy, but it Paxton or whatever?
Yeah. But I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I probably would put this at the 5 in the 5.
It's kind of like a gritty detective.
Yeah, because
version of
you Underworld,
noir detective or whatever.
Yeah,
is it like
noir detective stuff.
Is it like the High Republic? The what's the name? The PI.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah, it really
like
is.
that if he was in the Underworld. Yeah, it's a little, except for the part.
The
It's not
concept,
gonna
the
stay in the
concept
top
is
five,
similar.
mind you, because of the second book. If it was just the third book, it probably would make top 5. The third book is that good.
Well, you
But
just said number 5. That's top
number
5
5 now. It's going to move down.
Oh,
It'll get moved. Yeah.
I've never read these books, and I couldn't find one good thing when I looked online to prepare for the show
Really?
about these books. So I'm surprised. Yep. But
All right.
if I have nothing to add,
I just
strange
because I
taste, I
always
guess.
want the underworld, right? I mean, yeah.
I like the underworld.
Hey,
Also, it's
by
so
the
good.
way, he's got it right. They were all New York. It was a New York Times bestseller. That's what I'm saying. Anawan was a New York Times
Was
bestseller.
that my news? Did that make the news?
It did.
yes, it did.
Everything's a New York Times seller.
And that's what Marco
I
followed
still
up
back-
with right when I read the news.
I see.
I mean, jeez. I don't know.
All right.
Okay, so I want to get those kind of out of the way so that we can start to get some of the bulk of this.
Also, too, I did want to add a little bit of strange flavor to the mix.
Yeah.
That's why I picked Coruscant Slice. I like if you picked all straight.
No,
Yeah,
but
why
I
why
like
didn't you
that
pick
because- no, I like that because everybody
a lot of
always,
people hate.
not everybody, but a lot of us always say, "What about the underworld? What if we took Star Wars to the underworld?" They always promise it. Well, they gave it to us, and we
Yep.
saw what it was like, and that's
what this was.
what it was like. So I did throw a couple in here. This one we asked Dom, and Dom said he
Yes.
did read it.
No, I
Yep.
read this. I read these a while ago. I got them. I got
Hey,
these
it says
books
that was
in
a
my,
long time ago.
inside
To be
a long
fair,
time ago.
book came out a long time ago.
I thought they were good.
No, they were good because it was about the
I forget,
about
like,
the,
so many
the
of them
bounty
now.
hunters. I like this.
This is where I actually start to like the boss storyline. And Dengar, even though he's an idiot, you kind of like him a little bit more because of this.
Diaper
And you
head.
find out that he had
They
a
gave
baby.
more personality in the book.
He had a side chick, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude's got a side chick. So
They all have side chicks though. They're bounty hunters.
I know, but he's all bandaged up and he got the face thing
Boss
going. and
has a
everything.
side piece. Side
He's
piece.
packing.
Oh,
Probably.
packing.
I'm Transdotion somewhere.
yeah, I don't know. Boss got a side piece.
I mean, this is what I wanted the
Secretly
comic
a
book series
Wookiee.
to be like, right? A
right.
bunch of-
Yes, exactly. Go ahead, Wayseekers. Yep.
yeah, just a bunch of stories about the bounty hunters that aren't so woven together and just are good stories. This is way better than the comic book series that's currently running.
It's a,
Well, you
yeah,
know what?
100% way better. And not to mention, I think if they actually did this as because we're going to do Jabba's too,
Well, we
but
talked
like
about this before. What did we talk about this for?
one of the stories, probably the IG-11 story in or something.
I
But
think what we had this
but-
in something.
I'm just saying that like these stories, if you do it now, even if you do it as like a Tales, so Tales would be your like not canon stuff. I think this would still be brilliant and they could do a great job with it. Like going forward, they could still do these little shorts and everything like that. Kind of like
to
certain
expand on Tales of the Jedi and now
point of
give us
view is
Tales
kind of
the
trying to
Bounty Hunters.
try to take a take off of these, but certain point of views are so fucking long, and some of the stories just are so fucking irrelevant. Where like actually, when you I mean, there is a bounty hunter story in here that I think they dubbed in one of the certain point of view too. But either way, do we get it? Does it make the top 5 currently?
I give it a 6. 6 because I like because it was like really,
Worse than the Coruscant Nights, Baywatch Nights.
Nobody's watched. Nobody's read it. Except for me and Margo.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking you guys.
Yeah,
So I'll put it this way. We kind of criticized the one for having like a meandering middle book that wasn't very good. But when you have like I'll put it at a 6 only because of one thing. I think it's a better book overall, but it's an anthology of stories, which is a lot
Yeah.
easier to write. And than a
I like
whole
it,
trilogy.
but with this, there is, I think there's like, isn't there like 18 stories or 15 stories in here? There's only like 5 that stand out.
That's what I'm saying. There's going to be
Yeah, there's a bunch
Like,
that
I
aren't.
forget literally more than half of
Yeah.
them. Like I don't even remember what
But
happened.
you know what? But it's kind of cool that you get like the bounty hunters' point of views. It's like it's before
You
that,
always
like,
get
it's-
somebody's point
Yeah,
of view, though.
but it's like you're watching Love, Death, and Robots, and not all of
Yeah.
them are cool. It's like some of them are like, damn it, 10 minutes I wasted. Let me go to the next one.
I mean, part of the reason they do this, right, is they want to test new writers, and they still do that with
Yeah,
a certain point of view. They want to give a bunch of writers a chance, and some of them do better than they think they are. They're going to bring them on for
right. But I think the problem with these books too, this book is that like half the writers weren't good, and now a certain point of view, they've got it's three times the amount of stories in there, and that's where I do have a problem with certain point of view. Darth, I would just want to say Darth Contos' comment is Hagar always looks like bad cosplay. That's true. It is. All right.
Fair.
Or good
Next up.
cosplay.
I will actually say I know everybody likes the bounty hunters, but since we had that Tales, I also had Tales from Jabba's Palace. I actually thought this was a better of the two Tales books.
Yeah. I like the fact you got to more inner work in Jabba's
the
story.
How they did the how they did the Keeper story, how they did what's his who Pete just impersonated, how they did his backstory,
Bib
how
Fortuna,
how Bib Fortuna, how the slaves got there, how they did everything.
How Salacious Crumb, it wasn't the Salacious Crumb how he was captured that he
a Salacious Crumb story.
Yes,
now you piqued my interest.
Exactly. That's the problem I have with this book is like I'm not that interested in a lot of the characters.
But
and
you
also
know
most of them I don't they're just dead and I don't care.
But did we get the story of that robot who went from being a torture robot to being the chef on Boba Fett? Is that in here? Because it happens.
I think one book, and it might be certain point of view, does have the torture droids story.
Yeah.
But so they had redone a lot of these out of Jabba's the Tales from Jabba. They actually, in a certain point of view, and the Emperor, whatever the second one, they actually took a lot of these and did different stuff, or they added some of the characters from here and retold their stories in actual novels that are canonized now.
Yeah. They also got the comic books.
I know JJ said that. I know that JJ said that they're like insignificant characters, but for some reason, a lot of the characters that showed up in this book have gotten now canonized stories.
Well, that's true of a lot of characters of this.
Right? Maybe.
And Dark Horse made the comic books too. Based off of some of the stories.
Also, too, a lot of the characters in the book were already canonized because they're in Return of the Jedi.
In Return of the Jedi, I know, but I'm saying like their stories, their stories were redone, they were recanonized.
I don't know. So where are we putting this one? Where do you guys feel?
I put this at 5. I like it better than Bounty Hunters, and I like it better than the.
So I got to bump things down, or do you want me to put it at 4?
For my part, I'll disagree, and I'll say I think it was worse than Bounty Hunters, but so I'd put right below it at 7.
I think it. So there's a couple of stories that I really like. There's a Mara Jade story that I think is really good. So I think I put it above the. I put it at 6 and move the other one down.
Bounty Hunter down.
Baywatch Nights stays.
Baywatch Nights.
All right.
You might as well just put that one at 8 because
do I move them all down? Well,
it's gonna be like the underdog that we put it at 5 and we're just gonna forget that we stuck it there.
You keep saying Baywatch Nights. I'm thinking of Hollywood Nights with Tony Danza.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hollywood Nights.
Riot if that book stays at 5.
We had a deep cut there, Tom.
I thought Pete had the deep cuts. Normally, that's like
you pull out Hollywood Nights on us.
Yeah, Hollywood.
All right, I'm gonna go try to make a shot for number 1. I think the Bane trilogy. It's got a shot at 1. It's great the back and forth, the Apprentice, the Rule of 2 stuff. The Zeta, how he almost died. Like this, out of the stories, like the Bane comic book. Let's be honest, Jedi vs. Sith is a crappy comic book that's just filled with like lunacy, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
crappy's harsh.
But... Yeah, I mean, I would turn this into like top 10. I would turn this into like top 10 comic miniseries, but yeah, it is a little batshit crazy. But at the same time, it also introduced good concepts. But yeah,
but these books here, I think these books here kind of solidified like how like Bane as. I mean, this is like when people ask
his legacy, even though it's not canon, it's his legacy. It really is.
Yeah. But when they ask what books, like what's the book that I want to see come back, or what's the series, or what's the character that I want to, like it is Bane, like Bane first, because I mean these books are that good. His Apprentice was really good. The story
back. You know what sucks if when they do bring Bane back into canon and he's in canon, his new story is gonna not. Hopefully, they're just as good as these books.
Well, I hope they do something with Thrawn-ish, but kind of keep it even tighter.
I'm here to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny.
I think right now, after what we have, I mean, I know what the rest of the books are, but I think this is the first spot right now.
Is it bad that I drafted most of this list yesterday and I don't remember what the list is?
No.
Yeah, it's good that you don't.
That makes it fun.
I will tell you that, like, this is also something that I'll sell this book on. Book number 2, the Rule of 2 in here, did not slow down the pace. If anything, it actually it actually.
I will say this is one of the tightest written trilogies probably that you could read.
Yeah.
As far as
that cover on
flow
number
of
2 is
story.
really bad.
Stick's got a 3.
Did you say Wayseeker?
That cover on number 2 is so bad though.
Oh, the cover's terrible on 2. The actual storyline,
It's
like
so bad. No, I did.
JJ
I love
said,
these
what?
books.
What's
These are my top 10 all-time Star Wars books. Easy.
Yeah.
I give this.
I would probably put it 2, but
these
I have
books
no
at
problem
2.
starting at 1.
What's that, Dom?
I think 2. I think put it in 2 because I know if there's another trilogy in this thing.
There
Wait,
is,
did
but
you
I would
know-
argue,
No.
and the only reason I'm arguing for put it in 1 because we'll
We
have
can
the
put it for
argument.
now, and we can have the
That
argument.
other
one
trilogy
and
is not.
Put it in 1 and we'll fight it out later.
a half.
That
That
other
will-
trilogy is going in 3 or 4 for me. But
Yeah. I mean, there's another trilogy, and there's a reason why. I mean, because like this one, as JJ said, is the tightest trilogy of the legacy stuff. Like it makes the most sense out of it. 3, what did he say? Tony Danza, wow.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Of course he's still alive.
That's
We know what he
friend
wanted.
Tony
He's the
Danza
boss, after all.
in the chat. Trend Tony Danza.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with the Sith. Best story in the game. It was a good one. What are you saying, Darth? It's been out.
I don't know, but now Tom's got me thinking about all those like 80s movies that
I love that.
got me thinking about Porky's for some reason.
Well, exactly. Porky's is awesome.
who wants to cover the Kenobi novel?
You know that Tom Cruise movie,
Well,
Losing
Do
It?
it. I
You
don't think it
guys
was a
see
bad
that one?
novel. I don't know. I'll be interested to hear everyone else's opinions on it. I
Fast
actually
Time
thought
versus
this would
High.
be like kind of the basis they would maybe use for the show for a while there. But
Yeah. There was some aspects from the show, right? From this book.
yeah, I mean,
Was he
besides
stealing
being on
whale
Tatooine,
meat here?
you know, not really.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's Tatooine's there. There's 2 sons. Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Luke's
that-
there
I mean,
at the same
that's-
time, and he's watching over him. That's
Yeah, he's
holding
watching
his
his
lightsaber.
Lava snail.
He's holding his lightsaber, saying hello there.
His
Well,
best
no, I
friend's a
actually don't know if he says
what do you
all
call
there
it?
in this novel. to be
Jawa.
honest.
His best friend. I remember the Jawa's name, but he just rolls in like
So,
Kramer, like, "Hey,
it does.
Obi, what
I
you
mean, it
doing,
does cover
man?"
some of the same. It covers some of the same
Theme.
concepts we know as
Yeah.
canon. Like he does get involved in some of the
Water Wars.
was it Water Wars or whatever you want
Yep,
to call
Water
them
Wars.
there, and like you know, there's he's always at conflict between the Tuscans and the moisture farmers, and that's pretty much what the book's largely about. So I mean, there's some concepts there that are very much the same, but yeah.
So why
it's
didn't
not-
he
it
ever
doesn't-
go dances with wolves like Boba?
Yeah,
Hey, listen. No, look.
he
I'm
kind of
gonna-
does in this
with all
novel.
due
Actually.
respect,
Yeah, he
I
does
thought that
actually.
was good.
Kinda
With the Dancing with Wolves, that he became a native. They became his people. Please. That's about the only really good thing. Please give me some hope.
Dude, I'll tell you this: if the Kenobi TV series was this novel, it probably would have been better.
Oh, it would have been totally better. This,
Yeah.
I could make an argument for this being number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
I love this
All right.
book. This is a book that I have
This
read
is the book I
multiple
put on the
times.
list. I thought Marco
Yes,
was going
Dom.
to trash.
Kenobi's in it.
Oh no, I mean I don't think it's 1. I think it's 5. But go ahead, Wayseeker.
No, it's a great read. It's a great single story read that I feel was enjoyable from start to finish.
Yeah, it's a John Jackson Miller.
And I mean Miller too wrote Lost Tribes of the Sith, which I really like too. So I like his writing
Which
style.
we didn't put on the list. I was surprised you guys didn't go with any Dawn
Yeah.
of the Jedi stuff.
I had so many Sith books on
We
there
could.
too. I was like, am I putting too many Sith books on there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know. We could have probably done that too. Maybe we'll do we didn't make the list, but
I mean, you
we
could have made this list so much longer.
I really enjoyed the
No,
single
we didn't
novel
need to.
personally. Like this is
Yeah.
a great book.
Mhm.
Labyrinth of Evil was a great book. Like I really enjoy not the trilogies, but just like
Just
single
Saturday.
books for whatever reason.
The one-offs. The
Yeah, one offs.
Yeah.
Kenobi.
I mean,
fair.
you're totally right. And this was a great, like, as a very casual Star Wars fan, knowing only basically who Obi-Wan Kenobi is, and that he ends up taking Luke to Tatooine. You can read this book and know everything that's going on. You don't really have to know anything deeper than that in Star Wars lore.
Yeah, we're both clicking on Darth
I'm
Conto.
putting it at 3 or 4. I think sitting at 3 or 4 is probably. Look, I like Miller and his writing style, and that's why this book's probably in the top 5 right now. Some of the
Here.
concepts were kind of boring.
Put it in the middle. We can
Okay.
we can move things in and out as we get them.
We
We
okay
only
with
have
that?
a few more.
Seeker and JJ, we're okay with it in 3 right now.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Only 2 are getting cut, I think. Only
Mhm.
2 don't make it. Or maybe 1. I mean, wait.
No, we're
We
gonna
had 12.
leave that.
I thought you said we had 12.
Yeah,
We're gonna
2
leave
don't
that
make
book.
it.
Lopez, I hope you stay around for the end. We're gonna leave. Should we leave Lopez's book for the end?
It's up to you. You're pulling them.
You're running the
Okay,
pick.
so this is another zany book like Coruscant Nights. I wanted to see what everybody's thoughts was. That's why
I actually like this book. Like
Was it zany?
If I remember it, I thought it was good. I thought it was.
This
really
is a
good.
heist. This is a heist movie book.
Did they go on a painting raid?
It's a you son of a bitch, I'm in book.
This is Ocean's 11. It actually was going to be called Scoundrels 11 at one point.
Ocean's 11.
They wouldn't let him use that title.
Yeah.
This is Ocean's
Son
11
of a
Star
bitch,
Wars.
I'm in.
This is Timothy Zahn being, I think, less serious.
Right.
After all the Thrawn stuff and having a little more fun with Star Wars.
So this book's not gonna make the top 5, but I liked it for what it was. And Star Wars has a lot of this, like whatever the hot thing was at the moment. Like zombies got hot, they did a Star Wars zombie book, novel. The Ocean's 11's hot, they did a fucking Scoundrels 11.
What was the movie with Mark Wahlberg? The
Italian Job?
The Italian Job. Yeah.
That's a good flick.
Yeah, but Star Wars would do stuff like this. Would do outbreak stuff. They do stuff like this. They create books that are around theme-ish, around that type of stuff.
He loves costumes, doesn't he?
I think it's 8 though. Like I like it. It better be in the top 10 by the end.
I like the costume that does Lando have. Like you said, the costume.
Well,
looks
I
cool.
mean,
there's no
with
pictures.
what we have on there now, this is like
I like
a
the
5
usual
for me.
suspects homage there, Eric. That's why I'm considering listening.
Yeah,
to it.
I'd put this at 5.
Would you? I still like.
I mean, based on what we got on there now, I mean,
I think Coruscant Nights somehow is way too fucking high. It should be at 8. But
I mean, you omitted a lot of good books, and so I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Okay, fine, we can do that.
But I go back to the book.
Move that to 8. Yeah.
I love how it says New York Times best-selling author of Star Wars Choices of One for Timothy Zahn. Like, what is
That's the only Zahn book out there.
Well, that's pretty funny. All right, where
Also,
are we?
I'll say this,
Five?
like Wayseeker said, this list is thin, obviously, and we could have included a whole bunch. But if you look at the authors of this book, which we probably should be mentioning the authors more, but a lot of these authors wrote multiple Star Wars books, and a lot of them are actually very great books. So write down those authors' names if you want great reading recommendations.
This next month, where we'll have Wayseeker put in. All right, move that to 5. You moved everything up. No,
you mean I won't draft it at 10 a.m. on a Saturday?
Yeah, Jackson novel.
Well, okay. Yeah, you do have some reading up to catch up. Maybe we'll do it early enough where we can have people at least see what they did. Do you guys like Shadow? I don't know why you put this book here. I don't like this book.
We threw it in at the end.
It was pretty cool that this is the one when he wasn't this the one that he was sent to the prison? No,
that was a better.
That's Lockdown.
That's Lockdown.
Lockdown. Okay.
So this is the
I'm
one.
just guessing based off the title.
Yeah, Lockdown.
Basically, this actually, oddly enough, ties into Coruscant's Nights in a way. So wasn't this
the little Jedi that the little
I can't
Jedi
remember the first name. The last name's Paxton. Basically the father of the character in Coruscant Nights.
Bill
Ends up
Paxton.
with a holocron that basically exposes all of Sidious's
plans,
dealings, or whatever.
All right. Well, why is Newt Gunray doing the Dikembe Mutombo on the cover?
Newt Gunray's in the book.
No.
This is this is basically like a prequel to was the prequel to the second episode, right? Or no, the first episode.
Well,
First episode. I'm sorry. First
Does anybody care? Because it wasn't good.
No, this book's bad.
This book's bad.
This is not even top 50 Star Wars.
No.
Yeah. There's no bestseller. It's not New York Times bestseller.
Did he put this on the list? Who put this
I
on
threw
the
it out
list?
to you guys.
He kept throwing names out. I was like, "Oh yeah, fine, add Shadowhunter."
I wanted 12, and you asked the wrong person to make you really the people who read the book should have been making the list, not me.
Yeah,
I did make the list.
This is not anywhere. This is in the top one.
I tell you guys, you give me the list, I'll make it.
Hey, but
I'm in charge of making the list too.
I bet you this was a New York Times bestseller, but it's still not a good book, bro. This book is bad.
All right, well, we can just take it off the board then.
I didn't. The one thing about this book is I did enjoy the ending of it, where you get to see kind of a different side of Maul, and like where you get to see that side of Maul that you eventually see in like Rebels and other stuff, where he comes to respect adversaries and things like that.
With the top half or the bottom half, because he got cut in half.
This was before he got cut in half.
Ah.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is bad. Get it out of here.
Get
it out of here.
I can't have any list of Star Wars novels where that's in the top 10.
There's not. That's the top 10 worst books ever written.
It's not. It sadly is not top 10 worst books ever.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not even the worst. It's not even top 10 worst Star Wars Legend novels. There's a lot worse than that.
Apparently, JJ just made a list full of Zahn books. Also,
I try to avoid zombies. Too many of them.
I didn't read this one.
Driver's Quest.
Yeah, can I nominate this for most generic, boring title ever?
Outbound Flight.
Did you guys like Outbound Flight?
I couldn't even tell you what this
New
thing
York-
is about.
New York Times bestseller.
was
author
kinda
of Diviner's
zany.
Quest.
I enjoyed it for what it was, which was kind of like that, like introduction / prequel to Thrawn, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, kind of.
I mean, so it actually kind of reminds me of the way he's writing Thrawn now.
Hey, look,
where
he's got a
we get
different.
this, we get this
New York
introduction to
best-
Thrawn,
bestseller
right, in a trilogy, and then he's
quote at the bottom of this one.
going back and giving us the prequel to that in another trilogy. That's kind of what Outbound Flight reminds me of. Then was we got him in the trilogy, and now we're getting the prequel to him in this book. But I don't know. I like the whole like. I'm a sucker for like the naval space strategy type. books,
yeah,
and this
I
is
didn't
one of
think it was
those,
that
so.
good, to be honest with you. I mean,
And you got to see what was his name, Corbuth, or how do
Well,
you say his name?
I'm guessing this was no Ender's Game. Or
it's not.
Jedi.
Where are you putting it, JJ? Wayseeker, do you have any opinion on this one?
It's like a 6 for me. But
No.
I'd put it 8.
That
Yeah,
high?
I put it 8 too, 8 or 9. I had it at 9,
well,
but
above or below
It's above
Coruscant
the,
Knights.
whatever. There's
Those
What's made
Hollywood
now?
Nights.
all right, put it above Coruscant Knights.
I don't know. I kind of want Dom to keep singing.
All right.
Shit,
We're
which
gonna
one
do.
is it?
We
This
were
one?
gonna just do the 2 Revan books, but then we turned it into
there's
3
only one Revan book.
One
Yeah.
Revan book.
That's
whatever.
what
one
I
other
did.
book.
Yeah, the one Revan book's the no.
Deceived
like-
is the best. There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
I like Deceived. JJ doesn't like Deceived. I actually really like Deceived. I think
Deceived and Revan were on the list, and
I
then
know,
I
I
said, "Do
put
you guys
Deceived on
want to
there.
just have
Oh,
them
you did?
solo, or do you want
Yeah.
all 4? The whole.
I
entire
just said I
trilogy,
didn't think
4.
Deceived. All I said was Pete wanted to cut something or change
Yeah.
something around. And I said you could cut Deceived because it's not really related that much to Revan.
Yeah. The other
Even
two.
though they're part of a series, they're not really intertwined all that much.
Later.
Yeah.
I like Deceived and I liked Revan. I like those 2 books.
Yeah.
Annihilation was
Yeah.
It was okay.
yeah, it's
Fatal Alliance is just garbage.
garbage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So say if nothing was garbage, then there's no negatives.
Oh no, Fatal Line.
No,
All right,
Fatal
then.
Alliance was not great.
Fatal
That's why
Alliance is
Deceived.
garbage.
That's why Deceived actually was. I think I don't even know if Deceived was all that great, as it just seemed good because it came after Fatal Alliance. So if you're reading these in a series, like you were expecting,
By
Deceived to kinda
comparison, it was well, it tastes better than dog shit.
suck. Well, because they all line up with the video game, right? They came out like 2009ish, I think. Like so, they all like were designed to line up with that. And when you read Fatal Alliance, you were hyped for the video game, and you're like, oh,
Well, you gave us an update patch in the news, and then we had no idea what to do with it.
I'm sorry. We gotta move the news to the back half of the show or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Deceived was really good. I'll tell you that. So I think everybody's nostalgia about Revan is because of this novel, correct?
No, I think most people that think of Revan have never read this novel.
No, I
Really?
think it's just from the game.
Yeah, I think they just think he looks cool.
I think the game,
I think
the
it's
game
the
and the
game.
reputation.
Cutscene.
Although, let me put it this way: you should read this novel if you think Revan's a cool character and you like him. You
yeah,
very
because
much
this,
should read
this
this
is like
novel.
the most in depth. Like this is the most in depth you get into Revan.
Yeah, I mean, this is his character.
This is
the
him. Yeah.
real Revan.
Yeah.
In the video game, you get to make him. He could be a man or a woman.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah,
can
agree.
make him however you want. And this is actually Revan.
Yeah. I mean, he's not
That's
really.
why I wanted to kind of make it separate because it's the one that focuses on. Plus, it
Yeah.
actually gives you. It also gives you, although a horribly generically named, but not a bad like anti-hero character in Lord Scourge.
Scourge.
Right, Lord Scourge.
And
Scourge.
there's Mitra Surik, who's the character of the second Knights of the Old Republic game, is in
Yep.
the book. Plays
Mhm.
a fairly prominent role. So
That, like I said, those 2 are really. Yeah. Are we putting this in top 5? We got to put it in top 5, right?
I would
I think it's above Scoundrels.
Yeah. I
It's
think.
been right and forward.
If it was just Deceived, I'd
It
probably
was
put
supposed
this
to
at
be.
3. But yeah, that's the hard part. Is Fatal Alliance was just so bad.
Problem is you took 2. You'd have. Yeah, we could do it as I said. Leave it as a 3. Then you put as whatever. we could get.
You
to
said
see
put it as a
the-
trilogy, and then I'm like, it's not a trilogy. It's 4.
I know, but I didn't want the shit book in there. So like,
It's so bad. So you can't put it above Kenobi for me because that book is just so
okay,
bad.
put it at 4. Put it at 4. Put it at 4. I think 4 is fair. Oh,
I think
2.
Revan and Deceived are.
Let's
Yeah,
just put it
BK is
at 1.
2.
You should read.
No, BK's saying that's the second book that he's read.
Oh,
so
let's
far.
just put this at 1, 2. Oh, 2. I read this 2 now. Okay, perfect. Because of the game, yeah, it was a good book, right, Ruben? It was a good book. Huh? And Deceived was amazing too. Okay, all right, let's move along to.
We only got 2 left.
What am I missing here?
Oh,
I know his. Yeah.
yeah. You
Oh,
want
this one right here. So this is going to start a big debate, I think. But
yeah,
I
big
have
debate book or Lopez's book.
Yeah. So
This is number 1 for me.
I have it as 2. I don't think the only reason I think that the Bane book is cleaner.
Yeah.
And maybe because of how he rewrote it. Does it take a long time out? Because
the way he rewrote it, the trilogy now is a better trilogy than this.
Way
one.
better.
that's why. Yeah,
Way
I mean
better.
it's way
Yes,
better.
It's up to date, I
give
know,
it
but
credit
back
for
in the
the
No,
day-
not up
work.
to date. It's cleaner. It's
No,
more
up to
concise.
date. Up to date is nice, but it's not
Yeah.
the real reason. It's just a better written trilogy than this one.
It is. It's a way better written trilogy.
This really
And
got me hyped for like Star Wars continuing when I read this book, when I read this trilogy, and Thrawn became
Although
a fan favorite.
the real question is, do you give it any extra credit, so to speak, for being the first, the
The first?
introduction to that
No.
character that everybody loves?
No.
No.
If I'm going to recommend books
I
to
don't-
read, I'm going to tell people to read the new Thrawn books and not read these.
Oh yeah, I do all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like when people are like, "Oh yeah, Air," and I'm like, "Yeah." Did you read the new one? Because like I think that's the problem. I think he did such a great job with the new one.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think this should have been like if this came out as a movie trilogy instead of being written as novels?
It doesn't.
It would have been.
I mean, it's
It's
the same
been
story,
fantastic.
though.
I know it's a good story.
No, it's it might have been good, but the new trilogy, if that was made into a movie trilogy, would also be better.
Yeah, way
It's a
better.
better story.
The
Yeah,
only
I know,
reason
Better
but-
story.
But if we didn't get the new trilogy, the new
No, but I know what you're saying, Dom.
Yeah,
if we didn't-
if we didn't, but we
If we
did,
didn't,
and
it
that's
probably
what-
would be
you
one.
got to
before me,
factor it in.
But we
can't
have.
pretend
that's
something
kind of what I
didn't
was asking. Like, does the new trilogy take the shine off of this?
It does.
I think it
has.
does.
mean, it simply
Okay.
does. There's no
it
two ways
does. No,
around
it does in a way. It does, but it's like, but the original stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
stays
I get what you're
close to
saying.
the
know,
heart.
That's why I'm asking the
Yeah,
question
yeah.
of does it get any extra credit for being the original or the first creation of that
But do you
character?
like Thrawn now than he was?
Go ahead, Dom. Yeah, because I think a lot of people were introduced to. I think probably a lot of people that like Thrawn now were introduced to Thrawn not through this novel, but through Rebels.
Yeah.
And that Rebels character is more like the new book than he is like this book or
I
this
don't
series.
know. I mean, these Rebels characters like neither to me.
Fair.
It'll be really
Yeah, it's like
interesting.
an in between.
You can line it up with the new book, but it'll be really interesting to see if Filoni does or doesn't. And that's one thing I'm really scared about. Like, is Thrawn like a Imperial, or is Thrawn looking out for his people first and
We
foremost?
got
And
a
that-
1.
Yeah,
we
we
got
got
a
one.
2.
I don't know. We'll find out. I would put
Another
this at
one.
3. I put this below Kenobi for me.
3?
Yep.
Jeez.
But I know
Can
I'm
I
not
ask
going
a
to
question
win.
about this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So
if you hate the new
so-
trilogy, you would hate this one. Jedi.
So I read this. I've actually read this one. I don't
Oh, really?
remember anything about it, but I read it a long time ago.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
so this one takes place after Return of the Jedi, right?
Yep.
This
Yes.
trilogy.
You
So
fishing, man.
if this is just a what if question,
Yeah.
if Sabine and oh my god, if Sabine and what's her name, Ahsoka
Okay.
went out and actually found Thrawn, brought him back, kind of introduced him to live action that way, is there enough left of this trilogy that could still be made canon going forward? Does that make sense?
No.
Nope, not anywhere close.
Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
it's already been there's a reason they rewrote basically the trilogy that introduces that character is because he's a different character now. He just is.
Yeah, but so Dante, this is the thing, and this is where maybe it's just where are you fishing for one, and number two, the one thing that I'm thinking about it is kind of reading both of the books, seeing that he is kind of the anti-hero, just how they the mental state of him with the history, and that maybe I thought they showed glimpses towards the end that maybe Thrawn wasn't really an Imperial and was trying to help out himself, and that's where I thought the tie-in was to the new series.
So
of
when
books.
they got into like the TIE Defender stuff and that type of stuff, like him kind of creating that technology, like yes, he's technically creating it for the Empire, but at the same time, you know,
he's creating
even in the new books, it goes into he kind of gathers this technology and other stuff from
That's
the Empire to build up the ascendancy.
Right.
Yeah. You know, that's why
now there are characters I would like to see them reintroduce from these books. Like I would like to see Talon Card somehow reintroduced into the new canon.
Mara Jade.
Mara Jade.
I don't want Mara Jade. Mara Jade
No, Mara
doesn't
Jade
want
fit now.
I think
I
you
love
guys were
Mara
little
Jade,
boys
but
reading
Mara
about
Jade
a girl with a
doesn't
lightsaber, and that's what you got all excited about with Mara Jade. And like, unfortunately, the Mara Jade character was, I don't know.
But
Well,
I think
even just going off of what you, without reading anything, just going off of what you guys had said, as far as, and even going off of what Eric said about the historical significance. What exactly is the significance at this point, considering most of this is now legends and it doesn't tie to
I don't think
anything?
there is.
so I think the
any.
historical significance is this really saved Star Wars in the 90s, right?
Yes.
Like,
They kept it
Star
alive.
Wars was
Kept it alive.
nowhere, and we had no direction, and this really brought Star Wars back
back to the mat.
By the way,
But didn't this novel also introduce that tree or whatever? There's some tree in here that's introduced. Isn't that tree
There's a
canon
lot of
or
weird
no?
stuff in this novel.
Yeah, the
Evil
tree-
clones of
oh,
Jedi
two
Master.
trees now, not
Well,
one.
let me
and
ask you this though:
owning the shit.
did
like-
the novels bring Star Wars back in the '90s, or did the re-releases on the 30th anniversary bring back Star Wars in the '90s?
No. So like in the
This was
'90s,
before that.
in the '90s.
Well, I know this
it was-
came before that. That's what I'm saying. But
But no, I think this is where it got people to like Star Wars fans to be excited again, like buying this trilogy. With that being said, it's going to be in the top. I think that's why it's in the top 3, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're dogging
I
this
mean-
book. I just think like I don't think like I think Bane holds up. Like I'll go and read the Bane trilogy again. Yes, the cover work on 2 sucks,
Well,
but the Thrawn trilogy cover work.
the other
awesome.
question to
But no,
pose is like,
it's
are we
only about the
thinking that
covers.
because
It's
are we
the
thinking
story.
that because like what Dom said though, in a way, like the Bane trilogy has never been rewritten.
Right.
Like
Fair.
so
No.
Fair, but that's the fact.
but
the
that's
Bane
the
trilogy could be
reality of the
better.
situation is this one has.
That's the reality. That's what I'm saying. That's the yeah, sure. If Thrawn wasn't rewritten, maybe this would be one. But that's not the truth. The truth is it's been rewritten.
and that's kind of what I was getting at. Is that it's been rewritten, and even when we get him on screen eventually, that's probably going to rewrite it even more. Like
Yeah.
they're probably going to distance themselves
And-
more from this original story.
I'll
Which
say this.
Go
If
ahead.
you're interested in Thrawn, that the story does go on from there. There's the Hand of Thrawn books. And,
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch more.
And there's Thrawn's Legacy as it
I
goes
think we
on.
can put it at 2 and be fair about it. I think we can. I think that's fair.
which I'm surprised that's where even I ended up agreeing. that-
There you go. You like all that force or whatever. Power of the force, huh?
Power of the Force choice.
Now break Darth Lopez's heart.
Okay, here. This is what Darth Lopez is waiting for. Oh, it might actually make it. Ooh,
Oh,
I'm
it'll make the
surprised.
list. This book will make the list.
Oh,
because
I
the
mean, it'll
last
make
book
the
I'm-
list, but I'm not sure. There's a lot better books. Darth Plagueis. What I'm going to say about this is the title's deceiving because this book is 75% about Palpatine.
Sidious, yeah.
Yes, it is. It's about Palps.
Sheev.
Jeeves.
Another,
How did I get to
another,
this point?
it's another 10% about metachlorian counts.
Ugh.
Yeah. Thank you, George Lucas, for that concept.
Hollywood Nights.
And
I
it's
don't hold the metachlorian thing against this book.
no,
Just
well,
for
it's
the sheer
weird.
reason, like that was a thing introduced by Lucas himself.
I know, but they tried.
This
This
was
is
a
where they
dumb
tried to
idea.
explain that you could
Get it out
add,
of the way. Yeah,
Chlorine
we know Lopez.
you could add metachlorian counts to like power you up. It was like almost like a sucking of power thing with metachlor.
It
You
was
could like
it was Dragon Ball Z.
yeah,
Like, what's his
maybe
power
I don't
level?
know Dragon Ball Z, but
Yeah.
Let me add his power to mine and
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
power from around me.
BK's listening right now.
yeah, it's like it was like steroids. You could like steroid it up. Some well, human growth hormone maybe. Like you could suck it out and then put it into somebody else, and It's not a bad story at all. It's actually a great story.
I can't read.
Yeah, that's what I was saying the other day.
Like you said, the title
pictures
is
you
good,
look
but
at.
it's
me
not.
either.
It gives
Why
you a
would
good
you?
background, although it's Legends now, but it gives you a good background on Sidious too.
No, that's the one thing.
Some of the best background you have.
It is Sidious's back. This story, as much as Lopez, I mean, if Lopez wants to come on, I guess we can get him on to defend this. But like, this story literally has more to do with Palpatine, and it's a good Palpatine story. It really is. Like, it tells you, it pretty much gives you why Palpatine is. What
My
Palpatine
book counts.
BK's like on page 23.
You have to get the 50. Get the 50, and then your vote
He
counts.
says 1. He's 23 pages in.
Wow.
and it's a good book. But there's no way this is better than Thrawn. There's no way this is better than the Bane trilogy.
No.
Well, it's better than the Kenobi book.
No, it's not.
Is that? You don't
No,
think so?
Yeah, Fight Wars.
No, you already heard Way Secret said that's his favorite book.
Yeah, he said that loud too.
This is not. Let's see. Of James Lucino's books, this is not in the top. This is probably 3 for my favorite.
What's the other two?
Like, I think Labyrinth of Evil is better than this book, personally. I like that book, and I also think The Rise of Darth Vader is better than this book.
Okay.
Better than Scoundrels.
I put it better than Scoundrels.
Hey, better than Scoundrels for sure. Better than Scoundrels.
No doubt.
Then the question is, it's not 11.
No, I would put this. I put this at 5.
Question,
maybe 4. You could probably talk to 4 because Fatal Alliance is just so bad.
yeah,
right?
I think you could. I actually think you could talk it up to maybe.
Let me ask you a question: if they ever introduced Plagueis, do you think some of the story that was in the book of what Plagueis they talked about?
It's literally that book's literally 10% Plagueis. Like,
No, it won't use any of that.
The concept
they might
of Plagueis,
use some of the
it'll use his
Palpatine stuff.
It'll use his, I guess, origin as Damask and stuff like that. But
Okay.
other than that, no.
Well, hey,
like there's a lot of the fucking Naboo on this.
Well,
in this
apart from
book.
that,
hey, Naboo.
a character showing up in like a movie shouldn't make a book better. Like the book should be.
So
Is it good or is it?
it's been a while since I read it, but this book also, like in the start of this book, there was like a lot of political stuff, right? I don't mean like
I like the
I mean,
political
like,
stuff.
Star Wars
Yeah,
political,
there was a lot of
not, like,
political stuff.
actual political.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
no,
Trade
no.
Federation.
The Trade Federation was trying to get on to Naboo to get something. If I recall, and Darth Lopez can correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but the Trade Federation, the beginning, Plagueis kills off a bunch of people. He kills he kills Trombone, and then like for some reason then tells him while he's killing him that he's going to take his metachlorians, but then while he's bragging about how metachlorians, Trombone dies
I
anyway.
think about it, it's kind of more like Highlander. And taking the metachlorians and live forever.
Have a
Then he
quick
kills a bunch of people. He kills a bunch of people who are supposed to be his rivals.
And one shall stand, one shall
He's
fall.
also a part of Damascus Holdings, and how that happens is on Naboo, he wants to do something with the Trade Federation where they want to get this special, what was it, Fire Rock or something? I can't remember what it was.
A fire rock.
But Palpatine's family is like this, like royal family
Use
there.
the Temple of Doom.
Yeah, and Palpatine hates his dad, and then
Like they all do.
Damascus Holding comes there. Not as Darth Plagueis comes down and is like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he sees that like he can get the hatred into Palps, so he starts turning Palps in there. And then Palps kills his dad and the rest of his entire family, and takes over. Then starts making his ranks through the senator ranks, starts killing people left and right. And Plagueis is like, "Yeah, dude, you're dope. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Doing it." And I'm like, yeah. Of course, I'm gonna keep doing it, but I don't trust you either.
Where you got to do it from? Damn it.
But in the back, Palps is like, I don't trust this guy either. But he gets
Can't get
trained.
Highlander out of my head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
at
right.
one point, Plagueis 2. See, this is the fucked up part. Plagueis is get rid of the rule of 2 at one point.
Yeah.
He then finds that Trombone or whatever the guy's name is, the little squid guy, actually had another Sith Lord that he was going to him with. So he killed him.
Marco, the more you talk, the more it's leaning towards 5 for me. Like, not gonna lie.
it down.
You're talking it down.
See, I would move Kenobi underneath.
I got to like this is the one book where somebody said, "Hey, I'm actually reading this right now." Marco proceeds to give them the entire story.
You guys are like,
First you
no, read the book
BK,
as
and
we're
now you
going
ruin the
live.
book he's reading right now.
People read the book live now.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not trying to ruin it, but I'm,
Yes, you
I'm
are.
trying to save it. Lopez.
Spoiler alert, BK.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying.
As a
to
BK, as a
You
BK didn't
controlled BK. That's
didn't hold a big enough grudge against you now.
Control the troll.
Well,
Right there.
what else happened? So Palps then kills everybody. He's the
You gotta
last
keep
one
going.
there.
I guess if they had Plagueis
We got
on the
50
roof,
pages left. I can't stop now.
like
I
Lopez would
don't
have them.
know. But Darth Lopez, help me here. Well, then come on and explain it because like that's what this book's about, bro. It's like this is what.
All
Like,
right, so let's go back and let's talk.
Tom just has it
Kylo.
right. It's probably
No.
the easiest way to sum it up in a couple words. Is it is basically the origin of Palpatine.
It is the origin of Palpatine, and then Palpatine ends up killing him in his sleep. So, yeah, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! The book's fucking 20 years old. So, spoiler alert. And plus, I'm ruining BK's day, so I'm happy about it. No, but I think it's better. I do think it's better. I think this is all messed up because I think it's better than Scoundrels. I think it's better than Kenobi. I'm not quite sure it's better than the Revan and the book about Magnus.
Yeah, like I still kind of wish we separated those out because it would have been interesting to see where they rank.
It
But
would
yeah,
have been very.
but
I think we have
to me those two books are so good. I can't put this above it. Like I put it at 5 above Scoundrels maybe.
I
Yeah,
agree.
you boot Scoundrel.
I think because the only reason I actually have it at 3. I have it above Kenobi. The only reason I have it above the Old Republic trilogy is because that
It's
one
not
book
a trilogy.
is
I know you want it
quadro-
to be a trilogy, but it's not a trilogy.
yeah, quadrilogy.
It's a trilogy in its heart.
Trilogy of stories.
Just stop pretending that book.
Trilogy of stories.
Whatever. But that's why, because of that 4th book, I think you have to move it down. It's definitely above.
I thought it was the
Scoundrels.
first book is why you had to move it down.
Yeah, the
The
first
first
one.
one. The fourth book's actually not that great either, to be honest. But
Yeah, the first- The first and third books are not that good in that. The Revan book
Oh,
is
the
good.
first and fourth, you mean?
First
First
and
and
fourth.
fourth.
First
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fourth. Thank
No,
you.
I got that, but
Okay.
But it's
There's
on
only
the
2
list
good
right
books in there. I think we can move Scoundrels down, but I think you have to put it above them because we combined it. And I would debate that I actually think it's better than Kenobi.
well,
I think
my
Kenobi
point is, so are we saying the Republic Commandos they're off the board?
off the
There's
board.
no saving them.
Yeah, Republic
But you know what
Commandos.
that means?
The story didn't even
You know what that
finish.
means? That means Coruscant Knights makes the
Coruscant
list,
Knights-
baby.
I'm surprised it did. It's really only one good book out of the lot, and I don't
I
understand
did
how.
that by picking 2 books that weren't very good.
I don't understand how.
Coruscant
The
Knights
Oh, and
make
the
the
last
list.
add-on book.
I don't understand how the prequel Thrawn book isn't still up there too, but we definitely screwed
Outbound
this list.
Flight.
I mean-
Outbound Flight was not that bad.
How are there
Really like
no of the? I'm not saying the whole series was good, but like the new Jedi Order series, there are some really good books
So-
in there.
When
I
I
said
built
Jedi
the,
Academy trilogy. Nobody
Yeah.
bit when I threw it out there.
I mean, when I built the list, obviously, like I did it fast, and I just did
Yeah,
random
you
books.
did.
But I did avoid like really long series. I did my best to avoid at least really long series.
And we screwed it up with the Old
So
Republic.
just pick one of the books. Like, yeah.
Doc
Yeah, but that's what I
Lopez-
tried to do with Old Republic, and then Marco combined them into one thing.
Well, no, because
So-
this is what happens when we do that. The people are screaming at us how it's unfair because we combine something else together.
Yeah, like Dusty, there's a couple
That's
really
true.
good
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron books.
There's a
excellent
couple
books.
good ones.
And I would have included them, but literally, like I would have had to include them as a series, like 19 other books.
No, I think you just need to pick like 1 or 2 of them. Like there's some really good the New Order.
Again,
Jedi
I
Order.
tried with Old Republic, but Marco was like, "No,
Yeah,
let's make it a
Marco.
great."
Well, to
should've
re-engage
been
Jedi,
a
it's
little
like
longer
when we
for that
rank
one.
Mission Impossible, you have to include the bad Mission Impossible movies with the good Mission Impossible
You can't
movies.
just pick and shoot. Like I could be like, well, the first half of this book was excellent. I mean, is that what we're gonna do here? All right, chat. Give us
They're
a thing
different
here.
books at least, though. It's
3,
not
4,
like
5,
they're
3, 4, 5, chat. 3, 4, 5. We agree this is not going into 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I
We
think
agree
1 or
it's gonna
2
be
is set.
1,
So
5 because of the books we have here.
3,
And yeah,
4, 5.
And by
I
the
think
way,
it's 5. 5 for me. 5.
by the way, if we would have put some of those books in, this book wouldn't have made it in the top 5. Just so you know, before
Right.
we get all. So here we go. Where are we putting this book? Chat, give us something. Lopez is 1, I guess.
Wait, Seeker, where did you have it? Because you're the only one.
I
who-
have, like I said, I think Fate Alliance is so bad that I think I put it 4.
So the 3 of you are split because I know Marco said 3, you say 4, then JJ says 5. So God damn it, that doesn't help us at all.
1,
Chat.
5. This guy's listed 10 pages.
We can put it at 1 just to spite Marco.
30,
There's no
30
way that this is
pages.
1.
1. It's not going
It's
to
out of
1.
spite. Pure spite.
not
He's
going to
over
one.
it.
It
He's
is
like, I was
going-
reading that book before Marco ruined
I
it for me.
say, you know what?
For spite.
I think it's 3. I
I'm
think it's
sorry,
3
you
and 3.
can't return this jacket for spite.
All right. Well, it's definitely in 4. Should we put it in 3?
Let's just
I think
split
3.
the difference and put it at 4.
Okay, put it in 4. Fine. I don't know how Kenobi made 3. That's bullshit. But whatever.
Oh,
right,
Wayseeker's
put it
gonna
in
fight
4.
you over that. I agree with him.
Wayseeker's a good
Kenobi's a
salesman.
good
He
book.
convinced you.
I don't know
He
why you
snuck
hate it
past
so
the-
much.
I don't
He
hate
snuck
it
it past the
much.
goalie.
3.
Like, let's just put it there for now.
I'm gonna make 6. What the? This is the worst fucking list.
Hey,
Well, Marco, stop fishing so much and add some books to it.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Next time,
I
just
added you made
let's
the list is
contribute
bad
next
because of
time.
you.
I added.
Go come up with a concept idea and then I contribute.
You added the most famous trilogy in Legends to the list. That's all you
I
added.
added Bane. Yeah,
I did
added
that.
And then you ruined it adding 2 really bad Old Alliance books to the.
Yeah,
I did that too. That wasn't him. That was me.
You're right. No, but 1, 2. Okay,
I still think it was 3. I still think it's a good book. You know, it's a good book.
hold on.
It had a lot in it that makes it 3, not the top, not 1 or 2, but 3. You know,
What are you talking, Kenobi or Plagueis?
no, the Plagueis
Did you read the Plagueis book though, Dom?
a long time ago. Some of these books I read, I'm remembering them as I go
Well,
along.
move it into 3.
Well, I did give the synopsis of Plagueis. I mean, so
I know,
everybody-
but I'm just saying, but it does shed a lot of light on what
I don't know. I hear midichlorians, I start getting pissed off.
I know.
Okay, do this, guys. After the show, you guys could leave 10 more novels in Legacy. We'll rank those 10 the next time. I know.
Yes, give us a list.
Go
please.
ahead. Give
That
us.
was gonna probably definitely.
That way I don't hear about it for 2 days about how bad the list is from Marco.
No,
So
there's
give
no-
us a
no,
list.
Time out. No, I mean, like 5 of the books I put in here are in the top, or 4 of the books are in the top 10. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, how did we put Scoundrels above Jabba's Palace? I don't think that book should be.
Because it's better than
How did we put Outbound Flight above the Coruscant Knights, which I don't even know how
Hollywood
Coruscant
Knights?
is on the fucking list. It should be
No.
one
To
of
be
it.
fair, Marco, nothing after 5 should be in the top 10. In the ultimate top 10.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not an ultimate top 10, really, but
If you were
Yeah,
like
it's
ranking
just,
the best
it's not really
Legends
intended for
novels,
that.
like there's no way any of the 6 through 10 should be on that list.
Well, let me ask you something. Because of that novel, because it
Wait a
became
minute.
legend, didn't they take out some of the story in the novelization of Revenge of the Sith? That they changed some stuff in it?
All right. How about this?
Exactly.
We'll fish for some more novels.
I want
We'll come back to this, not next week. We'll give it a couple of weeks.
and then
We'll
do
let
the
this
top
marinate a little bit.
5.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
come
okay.
back with the top 5
Like it's the top
and bring a whole new selection of other books.
Zaggy, those Goosebump books, they're worth money. Whenever I see those,
You know, some of them
Maybe
were
so,
scary
yeah.
back in the day.
I'll pick
No,
them
no,
up and I'll sell them. Yeah, those
Okay,
ones
this
are
is
the ones
why I
worth
say-
money.
this is why I
The
say-
Goosebumps TV show. Some of them were a little scary back in the day.
Are the Galaxy of Fear? Those Star Wars books are worth money. too.
Okay, we're gonna solve this problem though. We're gonna get you people in the chat. You're gonna give us 10 books. We're gonna rank those, not these books here.
Put them in the comments.
Legacy
Comments on the video,
you
not
don't
the
have to
live
give.
chat.
You don't have to give 10 each. Just
On the video
Just list
afterwards.
books you think you liked.
We're gonna rank those. We're gonna take the top 5 out of those books, these top 5, throw them together, and then we'll see what happens. And
Wait, we're gonna re-rank these.
Nope. 5.
In the comments below.
We're adding these 5 back into the other 5.
Yeah, we'll roll it back in. We'll roll it back in.
Again, we're
No,
going to do it a
so-
couple of weeks from now. We're going to
And don't now,
give it a breather.
just so you guys know, when you put yours in the comments, make sure you're past page 23 so Marco can't ruin the story for you.
That's a bold statement there, Lopez. 'Cause
20 years old, man. What do
I
you
am a
mean?
hard man to please when it comes to books.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I
the
ruined.
man literally said he's reading this right now. He's on
Yeah, he
page
said he's on
23.
page 23, and you continued to give the whole plot synopsis
Bullshit.
because that had
It was like the
like
only book on this list that we
Yeah.
gave a full plot synopsis.
You didn't do it for anything else. That was the best part.
That kind of is true,
I'm
but
sorry,
it's not
BK.
true. That's not 100%. BK, first off, BK's not listening to this book. Okay. Number 2,
He said he was reading. He gave me a page number, not.
I trust the man at his word. That's what he
He said
said.
I'm on page 23.
even if he was, I'm glad I rooted for him. What do you want to say about that? Glad I rooted for him. There you go. Enjoy that.
Harsh. Harsh.
Yeah, it was on purpose, BK. There you go.
Oh, that's not
Yeah, the truth.
It,
The truth.
Marco, it was up. Yes, absolutely. Read a book before 20 years old, man. Yeah, some of them are older than Zaggy. Listen. Plus, Zaggy wanted a book so he could get knowledge. I said that.
Well, Zaggy said he couldn't read.
It was
Right.
on purpose.
And I'll say this, even though they're all legends now, they're still fun reads. And if you go back and you know the canon Star Wars stuff now, you'll see where some of those concepts come from.
That's what we're saying. Put Rise of
Yeah,
Lord
put them in the
Yeah,
comments
no.
after the video is done.
Lopez, if that was in there though, it would knock Plagueis down. So you know, you'd
Well,
be happy.
Kenobi wouldn't have been in 3. I don't. Kenobi being in 3 is just there's no way.
Oh my God.
In another place and time. The Thrawn
Again,
trilogy
next
would have
time
been
you can
number one.
participate then in the selection of books.
I did. I added some in here. This isn't.
Where did you add?
Here?
I
Hold on.
added Two Tails.
No.
Bane.
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure I suggested those to you. I said, "Hey, what about that Boba Fett, that bounty?"
Oh,
hunter
I
book?"
don't read your.
And then
I
you
don't
said,
read
"Oh
your
yeah,
messages to me.
you'll throw the Jabba one in too." All right, you gave me the
You
Jabba
gotta
book.
put the slave trade.
I don't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Prince Caesar.
Are you kidding me? I screwed up the Old Republic thing. I did that. Thank you.
Yeah, you did.
Marco's,
You did.
Marco's just lucky I didn't get the Kyle Katarn books added on here.
No, you tried. Thank God. I was 86 in that.
Next time.
No, absolutely never time. All right.
Yeah,
You should do a
everybody
video
in the chat
I
put
want
in
to do
Dark
video game.
Forces
Do you ever do video
trilogy
game?
in the.
I want to be part of that. Like,
The what?
give me some Tag and Bink and some other of those, like or Gork and Pick and some. Yeah, I want Gork and Pick. Who doesn't like Gork and Pick?
No, we're not doing that. Okay.
JJ will be about it.
No.
We can talk about it for a long time. It'd be great.
Well, then you're gonna spoil it. BK will be listening to it while
Because you don't know this.
It'll
They
be on
can't do
page
it. That's how
26.
it works. I get it now.
Christ. Okay. I think. Okay. Okay. Let's move on from whatever the crap list. I don't even.
Poor Mark Robinson's like, okay, enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Let's move on.
What the hell? I feel like I'm in Tommy Boy right now.
Why?
Like, what's he doing? He's vacuuming. I don't know. I hear the vacuum out in the. Like, what the fuck's my wife vacuuming for at 11 o'clock at night on a goddamn Sunday?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What did she spill? Spilled something.
Yeah. So good job. I'm not saying that the books that were nominated were shit. I'm just saying the list came out shitty somehow. I don't know how.
Again,
The
you
people
had
who
20
nominated them
actually
were
48 hours
That's-
to add stuff.
No, I mean it's like how they came. I mean, like when I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh wow.
Actually, there was things when I put that list out. There was things that's like I know Marco's going to pick these books, so I literally didn't add them. Like the Thrawn trilogy, I literally didn't put in there because
Yeah, I threw that in there because
Yeah.
we got to put this in there.
Yeah.
Lopez, I tried for 3. The book should have been number 3, but
Well, I mean, the grand scheme, it's lucky it's here because I didn't even think it was gonna make the top 5. To be honest, if I wouldn't have added that to Old Republic, and there was one other book,
You leave Jack Burton alone.
leave him alone.
we would have. It would have been.
all right, we got to move on.
Yep. Let's
Well,
go.
we're
Move
done.
on. I'm not doing Dark Empire. I thought we had trivia. Do we not have trivia?
Oh yes, we do
Trivia.
have trivia. That is right. We got to wait. Jedi, wake up.
Start saying ones in the chat for trivia. I told you we were gonna get 2 hours, so let's go. Let's get
Yep.
this done a little bit around 2 hours.
It could have been in less than 2 hours. It could have been.
Oh,
Oh, Dom was bringing up Hollywood Nights, and then somebody said Highlander, which got me.
When
off
you get
on
a
the
Tony
whole thing.
Danza reference, you got to run with it.
Marco
Yeah,
spent 50 minutes reviewing one book, so I mean,
Marco had to spend an extra 10 minutes giving us the plot synopsis to ruin BK's life.
Top 5 without telling you guys what the book was about. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you
Real
didn't have to
quick.
do the whole goddamn Cliff's
If
Notes
my
version
mind,
of the
if
thing.
my mind is still strong,
when they
in
read
Hollywood
wasted.
Nights, didn't Tony Danza pee into the punch bowl
I don't know.
in a party? I remember that.
Hey Ryan, I'm just.
I remember that.
Hey, look, I'm just saying.
I was just
I would've
waiting
given
until
it-
all the ones can appear.
I would have reminded Dom what the book was. That's what I was doing, was trying to remind Dom what the book was about so we could get it higher up. Because if not for Dom's 3, that book might have been a 6.
You know what, Dom? I'm not sure because I'm only on like episode 3 of Hollywood Nights. So maybe if Marco can give me a plot synopsis of how the rest of that goes.
Dude, if we can't talk about books that have been out for over 20 years, this show's done. Like
Nobody
we
said talk about. You were literally given blow by blow.
yeah, it was like you're auditioning to be the audio reader when it gets released. Right there.
The real kicker is it was the only one on the list of 12 that we did it for.
Like, was this your senior thesis? Was it on the Plagueis book?
I thought. No, did we go over the Thrawn one? No, I guess not.
No,
no.
deep.
Oh, Bane, I gave a pretty good synopsis of the Bane, but it's 3 books. Like, what am I going to break down each book for forever?
No, that's the
You
point.
said like 5 words for
The
Kenobi.
point is you didn't break down any book except that
Because I
one.
didn't like Kenobi that much. I said it was okay and mediocre at best. Because it was okay and mediocre at best.
Oh. All right. Anyone else throwing in ones? I think we got a few.
We have
Keep
about
giving
5,
one.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't we promise Sticks or somebody they were going to play this week?
Well, you
Can't
did.
remember.
Wait,
Oh wait, who do we promise that was going to play this week?
Was it
I don't
Sticks?
remember.
Is it
I
Zach?
don't make promises like that because I know I'm not going to remember.
Whatever.
Marco made the promise. I just can't remember who it was.
I can't remember what
Oh, it's Astro, but Astro, I don't think Astro's here.
Astro's not here.
He
We
was
promised
Astro,
Astro.
wasn't
Oh,
Yeah, anyone can win this week. That is true. Anybody can. We reset it. Anybody can this week. Does that include Ruben?
What
Yeah,
about
Mr.
DK
Relic,
seeing
I
how you
gotta send-
ruined the book for him?
I gotta send
You put
Mystic
a one
Relic his gift, his
Mm.
winnings from last week. I gotta.
Did
check
Mystic,
out
all right,
Mystic
it's all right.
give you the contact info?
I got the yeah, I got it all.
Okay, cool.
okay, yeah, that's
All right,
fine.
here we
No,
go.
it's
like right
Oh my
that
gosh,
day.
DK's in on this too. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a
Are you
big
scrolling?
one.
Oh my god!
This is a big one.
So much internet on
Are you
that.
scrolling?
On what? I'm going.
Stop.
Wasted so much internet on what?
Jedi's
last
downloading
segment.
porn because he's not interested in our book conversation. Remember the old school days when you had to download like JPEGs and it would take like all night?
It loads.
You had that file share. Oh, maybe I'm
Wait,
dating
is
myself.
Ruben
Yeah.
on this one? Yes or no?
You don't. You're asking me? I don't care.
He's in. All right, let's go. Ruben's in on it. I'm done.
Yeah, everybody's in it.
On it.
Okay, well,
You're
run the
told you
thing.
can't win. Well, you're in on it now. Get in.
I don't care. I don't care. Just
You're in.
pick.
It should be easy for Ruben.
Oh, Ruben's doing it? Is that what we're doing?
I guess.
I don't know.
He
Mario
walked away.
I don't know. Mario's just like,
I thought he was in the selection process. I didn't know if he was the. Okay, well, whatever.
I don't think he picked anybody.
He highlighted Ruben. I assume he picked Ruben. He said,
No.
I don't know. You want me to roll? You want me to roll it?
Yeah, please.
You could do it, Jedi. You could randomize this. But now that means Ruben can't win because you're between two forces. Ryan.
Is Ryan the Gray?
Give Ruben the Star Trek prize. He'll be happy.
I don't have any more. I don't have any more of those.
Give him flat-chested slave Leia.
Fair enough.
All right, Ryan, pick a number. Ryan, looks like you're the guy. You're the winner. You're the player. You're the next contestant.
Yuck.
I concur.
Yes, we got 1 through 6. So go ahead, Ryan. You can pick. I know you're telling Ruben to do it, but Ruben's telling you can do it. All right, number 4.
Oh, all right. First of all, I think number 4 was picked last week, so this is very weird that it was picked again this week because this is the question I just inserted, and I'm almost thinking that we should not allow any help with this one because Marco actually, if I remember right, Marco actually answered this question, which shows that I was actually listening.
All right, well,
Marco actually answered this question in the previous segment. But go ahead. Number 4, he says.
No.
he actually
Well, it's
did.
kind of a-
I did. I gave the answer away.
well, don't we always give the answer away anyways? It's like,
Yes.
I think it's B.
I guess I should read it. How did Darth Plagueis die? The Jedi hunted him down. His apprentice
He already answered
killed
before
him.
you even read it.
Yeah, you didn't even read it.
Yeah.
Ryan also.
Was it
had
not-
it.
Dante, is that spillway?
His master killed him.
His
Yeah.
metachlorians were down.
He already answered. Ryan
Yeah.
already threw out the
To
B.
be
He was
fair,
one of the first
isn't that the way they
couple
all
that threw
die
out.
for the most part?
Yeah.
Either they're killed by a Jedi or their apprentice kills them.
His death is a mystery.
His death is a mystery.
So
His
Ryan
father's
got
died
it
dead
correct.
here.
Oh, Ryan's playing instead of Darth. Okay.
Yeah. Because you said it, and then we didn't know if you picked Ruben or you just said Ruben's name and then walked away. They go,
Oh, Ruben. Yeah, I picked Ruben. I showed it on the screen.
well,
but I clicked.
we Jedi re-rolled, and
All right, go ahead. Now we deal. Ryan, what do we got? Obi.
Well, throw me on the big screen, I guess. Ryan can take the puzzle if he wants it, or he can choose an envelope.
Choose.
puzzle or pick a number 1 through 3.
think I got these out of order.
It don't matter. They're numbers. You can grab the right one.
Covering the other number.
Number 2.
Eric, no, that's Eric suggesting number
That's
2.
Eric.
Okay. OB.
See?
What?
You ruined the book for BK.
Come on.
You read this too while you're at it.
He was not listening to. I have money.
I told you he's not listening to it. He said he's on page 23.
Okay. If that's true, BK, what happens on page 5?
So he says, where do you say it?
I'll do.
Oh, there it was.
He's going with 1.
Damn it, we both keep clicking. Go ahead.
You go ahead. There you go.
I took care of it.
But he's going to go with 1.
That's why I'm the boss. 1 it is. Did he just freeze? Nope. Oh, he's good.
Which is a hiccup. Which is a hiccup.
Pick 3, Kevin Jack says.
All right.
What do we got here?
Pete is going to tell you what you want.
Oh. Here we go, Pete.
All right,
Going to
Ryan.
give you your prize.
Ryan, you're about
You
to
find yourself
enter.
the lucky winner of some personal hygiene products.
And
in
you're
the
going to
form
smell
of
good along
some
the way.
Star Wars soaps. We've got Obi-Wan.
That's not the worst one.
We've got Wisdom Wash.
That's pretty bad. That one's really bad.
This one does
Smells
not.
like,
This one's a little earthy.
You can smell like a swamp planet. All
Yeah,
the time.
this one, it says fresh
smells
like
like
a
swamp
Squatch
balls.
man can be. This is from Dr. Squatch, the Star Wars soaps.
Yeah, it smells like a swamp on a hot day.
And we have some Sith versions too. These are some smoky ones. We do have a Darth Maul Ruthless Rinse coming your way as well.
Well, he
Oh,
has to
so he
rinse his
first
upper
rinse.
half because he has no lower body.
And finally, the Dark Side Scrub feature.
What does that one smell like again? I can't remember what that one smells like
Like
again.
Booster
This
Bar?
one is
Like
let this dark
Like bird's
powerful
feet
blend
wrapped in a.
No,
take you
smell
in
it.
a grip.
It smells
Like
like
mighty
somebody that was
chuckleberry.
bundled up in the summertime without like with a bunch of clothing.
I don't know.
What-
It says sand heavy grit soap.
No, smell it and toss.
It
gritty.
smells like a man.
The mall smell like burnt cinnamon. It does, I think.
Yeah,
The
I
green
can't
one's
remember what
really
this one is. It says I'm looking for where the description is.
Isn't the Yoda the
It
bull
says
scrub?
it says a smoky scent for Vader.
The Yoda's the bull scrub, right?
Yeah.
Woody aromas and dragon fruit for Darth
That's the
Maul.
one that smells like
Yoda.
burnt shit.
Yoda's just like going to a con, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yoda
it
is lotus leaf nourish your skin as the fresh herbaceous scent calms your mind and clears your thoughts. Looks like there's some coconut and some lotus leaf. I don't know, some crazy
I'm
shit.
telling you, you could probably smell 2 of those from where he is right there through the screen.
Yeah, they all are. They're pretty potent. They'll wake you up in
Does
the
it
morning.
smell, the Obi-Wan, does it smell like when he was stealing the whale meat?
It does. It smells a little bit like whale meat.
Whale
So if
meat,
you
right?
like smelling like some decomposing space whale,
Space boy.
the earthy aromas of hanging out with Jawas,
There you go.
then you'll smell like Obi-Wan. But yes, these 4 soaps will be coming your way.
Hello there.
Send me your address or where you want me to mail these things to you, and I will get you your Star Wars soap collection.
Hey, does it come in that cool box?
No, I don't. I didn't get the cool box. I got them
No?
sent separately.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I got the box.
Yeah, the box came after I ordered them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, put
because
it
here's
in
the
a
thing.
Ziploc
This
bag.
is the reason why I have these to give away. Is I ordered these to try them, and then it auto renewed on me because I didn't know it was an auto thing. I was like, whoa. I said, hold up, I don't want to auto renew this. And they said, just keep the soaps. Just keep.
Oh,
them.
nice.
So
There you
that's
Yeah,
why
no,
you're getting these.
nobody else was reordering them. They just wanted to get rid of them.
go. Keep him. Keep him.
Yeah, I don't know
We'll
somebody
pay
sitting
you
in the
to
back
keep 'em.
half-used soap.
I didn't use them. They're not opened. I didn't use these.
Full
To
run
be
of Star
fair.
Wars. Yeah, they're not the best, but whatever. All right. Do you guys have anything to add on? We kind of got through it. Looks like it's
We did.
good. Thank you.
In
Lisa,
2 hours.
again.
In 8 minutes.
Thank
8
you,
minutes.
everybody in the
Not
chat.
bad.
You guys are fun today. Except for BK. I don't know who unblocked him, but we'll block him again. Don't worry about it.
I unblocked him because
Well, maybe he's gonna get a timeout again. because he's
Why
lying.
is he going to get a timeout? You're the one who ruined his book.
He's lying. He was not reading the book. I asked him what was on page 5. He doesn't even know what's on page 5. He's lucky I somehow.
To be fair, he said he
Who
was
remembers
reading the
exactly
book
what's on a page.
before you gave the whole synopsis of the book. It's not like he said it afterwards where he was like, oh, Marco's giving the whole synopsis. I'm reading the book. No, he said it early on.
No,
I'm reading this right now.
There's no way he went in 10 minutes from page 9 to page 30. I disagree.
Where did you get page 9?
23.
He said it in the chat. You guys don't read the
On
chat?
23. You can go from 9 to 23 in 10 minutes.
Not BK, he can't.
Hey, I know we're not doing pickups anymore, but I did get hit up by Astro right before the show, asking me if I had received the original art from his wife, and I told him yes. I opened it on the Mail Call Madness on Friday, so obviously Astro is not watching Mail Call Madness.
Shame on you, Astro.
Shame on you, Astro. Please do so in the future. But I do want to thank Astro's wife for sending me this C-3PO
awesome.
original
That's
art.
cool.
It's pretty cool. So
Also, I want to
appreciate
say
it.
real
It's
quick,
very talented.
while we're giving shout outs for hookups, Lewis, thank you so much from the UK. He'll be watching. He's helped me get some awesome Star Wars cards, and I should be getting them in the mail soon. So.
Oh, yeah. I just talked because Lewis also told me he collects Hot Toys. And I asked him, I was like, can we get some pictures or video of your Hot Toy collection? So I think Lewis might be hooking us up with that, too.
Awesome.
Because I was chatting with Lewis about that.
Love me some Hot Toys.
Love those hot toys.
And we're going to have Wayseeker back once we get this reworked novel list in a couple of weeks. Since you guys are all up in arms about the selections. Well, don't have somebody who doesn't read novels make the list.
Well, I agree. I thought it was a terrible selection.
Okay. Anyways,
I don't know who picked those books, but obviously.
Oh, hey, we had somebody here that said they were live.
Yeah, you know that.
And then me, apparently.
You should maybe be a one shot. All right, cool. Either way, there we go. Good. Everybody in the chat, don't believe anything BK says because you guys got
I didn't go to that particular convention. I don't think anyone.
Yeah. And we're not doing C2E2.
No, they just want some other crap.
We're not talking C2E2. It's got nothing to do with me.
What's okay? They asked me about page
I have
42. I'd have to go get the book to see what's on 42. I'm not going to do that. Good stuff though. BK, welcome back. Hopefully you get blocked soon.
Oh, I did see a bunch of cosplayers this week because Gen Con was in town.
Yeah.
Hey,
New
All around
Star
downtown.
Wars card game got announced at Gen Con. I'm excited.
Dude, Lansing Con apparently was a bust, so I didn't go on Sunday. Sorry, Lo. If you're listening to this, maybe we'll have you on for TAC. But I was told the doors open at 10 by 11 o'clock. I've gotten multiple messages. Do not waste your time coming out here tomorrow. So I didn't do that. However,
That's always a good note of a convention. Like, hey, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Text message.
Yeah.
That's a good message.
Oh, it's a good message. It was because I was going to go out there on Sunday. But PowerCon, which is like more toys.
Yeah, PowerCon, they had a couple of nice new He-Man stuff. That's
A PowerCon?
dropping PowerCon. Yeah,
I heard PowerCon was hot.
Pulse had a release on the new Hero Quest game. I remember the old one.
Oh, also too, Wayseeker announced that there's a new card game going out. So maybe you can get Pete and JJ, and you guys can get on the Twitch account and play some Star Wars. What's the card game that's coming out for StarArs?
Yeah, they haven't announced the title yet.
They haven't announced it.
I don't know how to play those
it's gonna
games.
be
But I'd be willing to try.
There's one right
It's a
now.
physical game. It's not digital. So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But you just get a camera and it's got to be.
Yeah.
You got to be able to play it, right?
No, I don't
yeah,
know.
you'd have to.
Again, I've
There's a
never played
Japanese
any
one
of those
coming
games.
out. If you can read Japanese,
It's tricky. I mean, it's easier to do digital games on Twitch, right? Like
I guess.
the new Marvel
Probably.
card game that's out in the Philippines. That game you could do easily if you were doing something not Star Wars.
Philippines represent.
there you go.
I'm an honorary member.
You're an honorary member. Yeah, Jedi's an honorary member.
Okay.
But like Hunters you can do on Twitch. That's out as well in some of the. Eastern
I'm the only guy who defended that book. If I would have said anything, Lopez, Dom would remember what that book is. The fucking Plagueis book.
I didn't say
All
anything
right.
bad about it.
It was better than
It was a good book.
it was
I
a good
put
book.
it. I think I put it at
All
5.
right, guys. I'll
I put it at 4. Partly because the list was so bad, but that's
Stop
okay.
picking the scabs. We're done with this. list.
Wayseeker, you don't want to see my bad side. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, this is what
I
I
think we
love.
do.
So before I was like, "How's that thing going? Still 30 minutes on your guys' new unboxing show?" And then I was like, "No." He's like, "We sit around for the last half hour and just bullshit." And I'm like, "Don't you complain when we bullshit on this channel?" Like,
Hey,
this is
yeah.
all
Hey,
the
wait a
time.
minute.
Wait a minute. So like, yeah,
Well, yeah,
okay.
because that's only an hour. We're not at like over like 3 hours doing it.
Hey, this
We're
is
not
short
going
for this
over.
show.
This is a short
for
show today.
2 hours. We'll cut it in a couple minutes. All right. Any
tell
suggestions
me.
for top 10 list next week? Make sure you guys give it to us. We'll switch it up. We won't do books for Zaggy's sake.
Yeah,
And then,
we'll palate cleanse. We'll do
We'll
something.
do that. We're gonna go through top 5 books, or the 5 book or 3 books that things
Our
the books
comics.
that
We'll
we're
go through our comics.
Our
We will
comics,
curate
yeah.
that list and bring it in a couple weeks. But
a couple of weeks for the now.
Yeah,
So,
so
but make
again,
sure you
make
put your novels
suggestions.
below.
Make
Yeah.
suggestions.
Yeah, you literate bastards are killing us tonight. We will do that. We'll make sure you give us your novels things in there. By the way, if a book has been named and it's a trilogy, we're going to end up putting in the
Instead of novels, we're going to rank comic strips from the newspaper.
Hey, if we want to do a poll,
we got
we can
reprinted
do
in
a
the
poll.
comics anyway. So I don't know.
Wanna do some video games? Let's go back to the video games.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that
You
did
guys would have
really
to
well.
tell me
Invite
all
me
about
to
it.
a video game.
Cancel
Actually,
projects. We never did that.
You want, dude?
Yeah,
you
we
want
to
to?
cancel projects? I've been
you
talking.
do
Let's
cancel
do some bootleg toys again.
Yeah, we do video games again.
On
It's
some
going
more
to be.
Darth Macho.
Bootleg toys is fun.
Hey,
I
there's
like that.
there's like 3 Star Wars video games that are supposed to come out this year that probably won't. So
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
yeah, I mean, people were asking
We got
about
all
others
year to
earlier.
talk about them.
I watched Prey Esther. That was pretty good. I liked it.
I still gotta watch it. I didn't get to
Darth
it.
Lopez. I like that. I'm just reading his comment. I watched it. I thought it was pretty good.
Hmm.
It was all
My
right.
wife
see it
finally
yet.
watched. My wife finally watched Batman, and she said that the Twinkle guy was by far the worst part of that movie.
Yeah.
Although that movie Prey was kind of cliche. I mean, you could see a lot of what was going to happen coming in advance. At least.
Yeah, but I think we all know
Better movie.
Lopez
What do you
enough now that if he likes something, that means it's going to be pretty decent. But it's not.
It was fun. It was a good watch, but it was kind of a lot of stuff was kind of telegraphed. I thought, in my opinion, I don't know. Maybe I got
now we're
lucky.
talking about Twinkle, Batman, and Prey. I think.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
it's
go.
time to go.
Let's go.
Is it better than Lego Star Wars? The
I got
new
fish
Lego?
sticks waiting on that.
Oh
What's
wait,
that?
you already missed. Don't get these two.
What about
over here
Lego
started
Star
with
Wars? Were you
Steven.
talking about
Is it better than the Summer Vacation that came out this week?
I haven't watched
No,
that yet.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm
Shit,
gonna
I forgot to
Is it
watch
good?
that this morning.
I don't watch those.
Wasn't there a Weird Al Yankovic thing in it?
Yeah.
Is it good? Is there a Slave Leia in it?
You're saying
No,
it,
no,
say
it's
it.
like Leia.
It's a wrap.
I'm going to start watching Sandman tonight.
I forgot about it. I was gonna watch it this morning, and then my son apparently snuck candy. So
Or was Sandman
off.
not
We didn't watch
on?
shit.
Sandman on.
Is that it? Did they drop the whole series, or is it one or
It's
two?
just like a special. Just like one.
What's Sandman on? And let's wrap it up.
It's just
What's
like the
Sandman?
Halloween one. It's 42 minutes. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. We'll see you guys next week.